and starting streaming. We will have any bufferings. Switch it back pretty easily because last time it worked. Oh no, I think I see some buffering already. Do you see any buffering? Ah, I updated everything. Yeah, I kind of see, but yeah, okay. Stopping streaming. If you stop the stream and start it real quick, and I think it's like a minute. Within a minute, if you start the stream, it's all one stream. It's not even two streams.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's that's so basically that's like a feature of if you have like a very shitty internet connection, it's like cutting out or something, and then it's not like, I don't know, 25 streams in your YouTube dashboard or something. Oh, but I'm seeing some. Does it work?
Okay, but
I think it works now.
I'm here.
Right?
Okay, what if you're gone for a whole minute? So what do people see for that entire minute?
Yeah, I am not sure. But that might be the delay that people are seeing, because people are not seeing like real time, right? So
no.
yeah.
No.
Yeah. But I think it's good question. I don't know.
I know what they're saying. Do you know what they're saying?
Yes.
They're seeing ads.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like 1 whole minute of ads.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, the stream is still going. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, exactly. That's where the YouTube is putting into the ads.
Yeah, I can imagine 60 seconds of uninterrupted ads.
Oh,
it's like a wet dream of the YouTube executives.
By the way, small update on the ad thing. I used to do all the check marks of all the ads, but now for the last, I don't know how many weeks, I have been like going way less aggressive on the ads. Only skippable and only those ads, but yeah. So, but yeah, so only only the default ones.
But that's gonna cut our revenue by like $1 million.
Yeah. And I'm thinking actually to like, I don't know. Oh, good morning. Lotus film. Tekora Varandi luuletus tuli just hea. Yeah, got 2 ads before loading stream. Tekora Varandi. What
is that?
I'm not sure. Tekora is the construction shop thing, but that might be a name also at some point. I should really watch more
ads.
Estonian ads also.
I just was gonna say, like, I have
what is
I've never like exposed to ads because I don't watch TV. So I didn't even know like what Estonian ads are like. No, actually that's not true. Every once in a while before I subscribe to premium, I would get like a Volt had ads. What else? Usually like food delivery things like Barbora.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff, yeah.
But how the turntables have turned, I'm showing an ad to the Tekora Varandi right now, so on stream. So the turntables
are showing ads. Ads are now content.
Yes. Oh, this is this is the future, right? The ads are the content that you have to watch at some point. Oh, this is the next startup idea in Silicon Valley, probably.
Do I love that? I don't know if I love that.
Yeah.
It's the thing that
I mean, if Google pays you to watch ads at some point or something.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, then okay, yeah. There's Google Gulp minus 26%. Anyhow, that content is ad. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it's you mean sponsored content, but it's like,
I mean,
yeah, but it's there's a difference. There's a difference because because they're not saying what the company is saying. They're still like saying what they actually think, not like what the marketing department came up with, basically. So yeah. But an ad is completely what a marketing department came up with. But the sponsored content is not. So anyway, a review of a product that's its content containing ads. I mean it's like yeah.
I mean,
yeah. The line is gray at best. Yes, completely agreed. But yeah, sponsored content and ads are like still different. For now, who knows what the future will bring? It's all like marketing. Anyway, so story time. Do we want to share the story of certain crazy?
I guess we can do it now. Yeah, I guess before
Okay.
we get in, how is the news segment? Do we have a lot of news?
Yeah, I mean, decent. I would say decent amount. There's some good. There's some rather big stories from Europe this week, which is kind of Europe. Which is not necessarily bad or good. I mean, it's mostly bad anyway. So because it's news, because that's what news is. But yeah, I don't know. So are you asking about how long you're gonna make the story?
I mean, the story isn't gonna take that long. I guess we can do it now. Yeah.
All right. I mean,
so the crazy neighbor story. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, I just heard from a third party about it. So fill me in. What the hell happened?
Okay. What happened? So the story started on the 13th of May. I remember it very clearly because it was the Eurovision finals.
Yes.
And in the morning the story started. So
in the morning.
So, okay. Yeah, basically like 9 in the morning.
Okay.
So the exposition was also that like in our apartment building, the apartment downstairs was empty for like pretty much since we moved into the house. You know.
Okay.
It was kind of like a dilapidated, kind of like an unkept apartment, you know. And nobody was living there.
Yeah.
And so since the renovation started at the building, I think the owner of the apartment hired someone to like renovate it. I'm not sure. I think the owner doesn't live in Estonia, but I don't know, somehow like remotely he basically hired people to renovate it. So yeah, so that happened. So the apartment was renovated. And now apparently a person moved in there. So for the first time since we moved into our apartment, we got a neighbor from downstairs. And so it was May 13th morning. I got a knock on the door, and then there's this guy who is apparently the neighbor from downstairs.
Yeah.
Basically, asking me what we do at night, that we make noises. And I was like,
okay.
My initial feelings were just confusion, basically.
Yeah.
Because we spent like 15 minutes or maybe even more than that, honestly, talking. And he was like, telling me that he doesn't sleep very well and stuff. And then like he hears noises coming from our apartment.
So
like,
you
4
were
in the morning.
You were talking in Estonian the whole time. Yeah. Okay. All
right. At 4 in the morning, so he wakes up at 4 in the morning, and he hears noises from our apartment, and I was like, okay.
Okay.
I mean, usually we sleep at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, even Morris doesn't really stay up that late.
Yeah.
Then he was like, oh, then I hear like loud noises, like banging and like stomping happening like early morning at like 6 in the morning. And I was like, well, I mean, I didn't really wake up at 6 in the morning. I guess Morris sometimes wakes up at 6 in the morning or 6:30. But I was like, well, he doesn't make noises because I'm sleeping also. So like,
yeah, but
I would also hear it.
But he was mentioning specifically 4 in the morning.
He said basically that he hears noises and wakes up every few hours. That was his
Oh,
like thing. It's like,
okay.
oh,
Okay.
at night, like it can be 2, and then at
All
4, and
right.
then at 6. So occasionally, every few hours, he like hears some loud noise coming, and he wakes up and he can't sleep and blah blah blah. And I was like, all right. So then I asked like if he talked to some other like neighbors,
Yeah.
perhaps
Yeah.
discussed it with them,
Yeah.
and then he said he didn't. But instead, he talked to the building manager,
Okay. Yeah, of course.
which is weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm not
Does
actually.
does he even live in the same apartment complex?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I
All
only
right.
seen anyone.
All right.
I'm not even sure if that was true actually, because I guess I can clarify that with Morris after that. But I'm not sure if that was true. But
Yeah.
yeah. So he talked to the manager, and then talked directly to like me. Came to me,
Yeah.
and he didn't talk to any other neighbors. And I was like, okay, sure. Well, we've been living here for like 3 years, and we haven't had any noise complaints ever from anyone.
Yeah.
And I was like, so it is kind of weird that you're like the only person complaining. And then he was like, oh well, the sound doesn't really like make it to the side apartments, but it somehow travels downward. So only like he is the
Yeah.
only person who hears the noises that we make. Which I
Okay.
was like, sure, I guess that's how sound works. Sure. Um,
Was he like a reasonable person, or was he like a more like a crazy person?
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Okay.
He was just kind of there.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
I
All
didn't
right.
get like any like bad vibe from him.
Okay.
He was like, "Oh, I haven't been sleeping well, blah blah blah. I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
tired, and like you are making noises now." I was like, "Okay," and I was like, "So we talked about it." I thought like, what could be the source of noise? And I was like, "Well, I can't think of anything right now." So I gave him my phone number,
Yeah.
and I was like, "If you hear some noise that is coming, you can
Yeah.
call me, and then maybe like in that moment, it will be easier for me to like pinpoint
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
the noise can be, because otherwise I just can't."
Okay.
We don't really do anything like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that would cause that amount of noise that would travel through the floor into like the other person's apartment. I mean, this is an old building, so it has like pretty good like thick walls and ceilings and stuff, so it's not like, I don't know.
Yeah. 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 But okay. But no noise apart from the stepping shoe training class that you have going on in your apartment every Friday, right?
Yeah, I don't know what if we are like,
Yeah.
we're having the dance classes
Yeah.
maybe. What's
The bowling alley.
the bowling alley? Yeah,
In
something like that.
okay.
Because my mind went to like coffee machine, which is quite loud. I mean, it
Yeah.
makes noises when it turns on. So
Yeah,
I was like,
but
oh,
a stomping sound.
yeah, I can. But I mean, it makes like grinding sounds,
Yeah,
that
grinding
something's
sounds.
moving.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, okay, well, this is the only thing I can think of off the top of my
Yeah.
head. Because he did say that like the noises occur in the kitchen or something, and then he hears it from his bedroom. Which I was like, okay, but like, I mean, considering that I'm pretty sure that like the layout of our apartments is quite similar.
Yeah, I think
And I
so
was like,
also.
that's like a
Yeah.
long way for you to hear it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
And I was like, okay, well, sure. So I turned it on for him. And I was like, does it sound like that? And he was like, oh, no, that was much louder. And I was like,
Okay.
that was the end of our conversation.
All
And
right.
he left, and I gave him my number.
Yeah.
So then it's Sunday, next day, around the same time.
Mhm.
He also comes to us.
Yeah.
And this time, so it was after Eurovision final, so we both had a day off.
Mhm.
And so this time Morris was talking to him. So he opened the door. I was doing something else, but I heard them talking. So he was a lot more like agitated this time around. And he was like, "Oh, what do you think you're doing? Blah blah blah. You are like whatever, making noises. Like I can't sleep. Blah blah blah."
Yeah.
So basically, the exact same thing repeated.
Yeah.
Basically, but this time, Morris was experiencing the conversation.
All right.
So then, yeah.
And then?
Again, another 15 minutes later, he left.
Okay.
And he said he's gonna call the police.
15 minutes he was talking to...
Oh yeah, more or less, yeah, I feel like that.
Okay.
So basically about the same length as our conversation was the day
Yeah.
before.
Okay.
Um,
Lotus, before I had a Nivona coffee machine that was pretty loud, but now I have a DeLonghi Magnifica S. It's 2 times quieter. Yeah. All right.
not sponsored, by the way.
Yeah.
Is this the ad content that
Yeah,
we're
this
talking
is the ad content that yeah, exactly. And
about?
I should bring my Jura coffee machine up here and way quieter. Blah blah. Anyway, yeah, okay. So and then?
So that was that. He left. He said he was gonna call the police. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. We were like, no, sure, call the police. At least then we can maybe establish what is it that you're hearing.
Yeah, exactly.
So then he left, and then thankfully that day on Sunday was the day when our landlord came to pick up the rent because we pay in cash because reasons. I don't know why. But that's how we've been paying rent since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Since we moved here. So he came to pick up the rent, and we relayed to him the story that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so he picked up the rent, and then he said that he was gonna go downstairs and talk to the guy himself. And so he left, and I don't know how long he was there. At least half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. So half an hour. And then he came back to us and was like, he basically, what's happening?
There's a spam bot in the chat. I will report.
Wait, what? What a weird bot.
Yeah, what a weird bot also. Yeah. Can't figure out how to translate my hide user on my channel. Okay, yeah. To what language do you want to translate it into Estonian? Yeah, exactly. What? Anyway, sorry. Yeah, spam bot deleted, I guess, or something.
Okay. What a weird bot.
Yeah. I mean,
is it a bot?
Yeah,
I guess I don't even understand what the question is.
Yeah. Come on, you talking anything financial without
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, why you delete it? It just got interesting.
No, we could have gotten some content out of it.
Yeah. Oh, please enter your crypto wallet into this address, and you will be in contact with my Saudi prince. Anyway, so
he left. I'm trying to remember what was the sequence of events. So he came back to us to relay what happened. He said that he basically had the exact same conversation, that he looked at the apartment, that he was complaining again about noises and stuff. And then he was like, oh, when I was at his apartment, I also heard something. But what he heard wasn't coming from our apartment, but it was from the neighboring apartment on the floor. Because they have children in that apartment, so he heard some, like, whatever, running around and stuff, children noises.
Yeah. From downstairs from him? Or
yeah, from the same floor as that apartment.
Oh, from the same floor. Yeah, okay. All right.
So then he said that he gave him his phone number, and then basically said that he shouldn't, like, disturb us anymore, and if he has some noise complaints, he should call the landlord instead. And then he left.
Yeah.
And then basically for the next, like, from Monday to, like, Wednesday or something, basically, every day, every evening, he would call us, the landlord, and basically relay us that he has been calling every day since Monday, complaining about noises. And let me think.
USD is crypto wallet, yeah.
Monday to Wednesday. Then I had that period when I had a bunch of days off.
Okay. So
then there was the one day when we were both working, for example.
Yeah.
So none of us were home the entire day, and he still complained about noises.
Yeah.
And then our landlord also got sick of it. And then he was like, okay, he was like, is there a way for both of you to, like, not be in the apartment for one day or for one night?
Yeah.
And so that was the day that we went to to Morris's parents. We were there, and then the next day we went on Sunday.
Yeah, what was the the conclusion of that?
Nothing was the conclusion. He came to our apartment. He turned off electricity in our apartment.
Yeah.
To make sure that nothing was.
Making any
working.
Yeah.
And he set up some kind of like set up a tablet with a recording to record any potential noises that would be happening.
The landlord or the crazy person?
The landlord, yeah.
Okay.
Landlord. So he left it on for an entire night.
Okay.
And then we came back in the morning. He came to pick it up.
Yeah.
And then in the same day, on Monday in the evening, they came with the manager, building manager, to the guy. And then the two of them spoke to the guy. I don't know what they were talking about. Basically about the same thing. And then they both came here. The landlord showed what needs to be done in the apartment in terms of like finishing the works that they started and never finished. The construction.
The construction, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and basically the landlord was like, I have no idea what to tell you guys because I am like 100% sure that you don't make any noises.
Yeah.
And basically they concluded that well, as they put it, that the neighbor just doesn't like us, so he like was making random complaints, hoping that the landlord would get sick of it, and instead of like dealing with him, he would just ask us to move, basically, or like he was gonna evict us, I guess is the word for it, or something like that.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Landlord asked you?
No, I guess that was his plan, to like complain to everyone until maybe somehow they would decide that we should move out instead of the guy who just randomly moved.
Oh, okay, that was his plan. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's the only thing I'm assuming.
Oh, okay. So and that's everything, right?
So basically, that was the end of it. Yeah, that was last time we heard from anyone about anything.
Yeah.
The landlord. So the landlord also told. Oh, I mean, the two of them when they came to us to talk, they said that the guy also now has the phone number of the building manager.
Yeah.
And I learned later that he has been calling him as well.
Yeah, of course.
Which also gave more credibility to my theory that he was just trying to get us in trouble, basically.
Yeah, but I would instantly block this guy. By the way, if I would have given his number, and this sounds like a guy that block. Anyway, but yeah.
So that was the last time we heard anything from anyone.
Yeah, all right. So
and they told us to basically ignore him.
Yeah.
Well, first it was easy because he wasn't actually like calling or coming to our apartment anymore.
Yeah.
He was just like harassing the other people.
Mm-hmm.
And that was that. And yesterday when I was going to work, I saw that the apartment downstairs was open when I was going to work, and they were like, what's the name? Like a moving company, I guess.
Okay.
There was a truck downstairs. I couldn't quite tell. I mean, I was just there, like walking down the stairs, so I couldn't tell if they were unloading furniture in the apartment or loading furniture into the apartment.
Okay.
Loading furniture into the truck.
Yeah. The apartment. All right.
But I mean, logically, I kind of concluded that that was the case, and that he was just moving out, basically.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Because otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. So why would he, you know, be like complaining about it, but then also like bringing more furniture into the apartment?
Yeah.
So that was my conclusion, that he probably must have decided to move, or was asked to move. I don't know, because at some point in this entire story, our landlord also contacted the landlord of the apartment downstairs.
Yeah.
Somehow they know each other.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what came out of it.
Yeah.
What came out of it?
Yeah. No, he told him that, dude, you fucked up and you got the completely wrong person, and you need to.
I mean, basically, for a long time we were Well, I
All
was
right.
thinking that he may have probably some like issues, maybe like psychological issues
Yeah.
or something. And
Yeah.
he lives alone, so like
Yeah.
he has no one to tell him that he's because my grandma who lived with us, who died a couple years ago,
Mm-hmm.
also had a similar sort of thing where basically she would like dream or like have hallucinations while dreaming or something
Mm-hmm.
that
Okay.
would make her wake up and like feel like she's hearing some loud noises happening.
Okay. How old was the guy?
The guy, I would say maybe like 40 plus,
Okay.
somewhere in the 40 to 50 range, but
Okay.
not over 50, I would say.
Okay.
So not old. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Not like.
kind of young for having like some. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it can happen at any age.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Lots.
so
Lots of film is constructors made night shifts? Question mark. Uh, was that the reason?
what do you mean?
No, the noise that was constantly happening and
Well, I mean, that's the thing. We haven't had construction in the apartment in like 6 months.
yeah.
At
So
least. So there's no noises happening in our apartment
and
other than like
also that's the new better company supposedly, right? That was replacing the old construction company, which was
I have no idea what's happening on that front because no one's doing anything right now.
yeah,
So
and
I'm not
it's like basically the best time to do anything because it's like actually not completely raining or snowing right now because
Mm-hmm. I
like
mean, you would
the,
think
the
so as well.
prime time to for
And it's
building.
not super hot either.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
So yeah,
I'm not sure. On the
yeah,
day when they came with the building manager, they had uh, a meeting, like the owners of apartments and this landlords of this building were
yeah.
having a meeting to decide whether they wanted to take the extra loan. I have no idea what's happening on
All
that
right.
front.
Okay. All
It
right.
is such a mess. So, like I'm over this
Yeah.
completely. At least like they sort of like did most of the jobs that are needed. Well, I mean most of the jobs. Most of the like dirty, messy jobs. Now they just need to finish it and look pretty.
Yeah. The
But yeah,
the functional stuff is in there, as I
yeah, sort
understand.
of, yeah.
Yeah, and the decorative stuff is still video.
But that's the end of the story. I feel like he may have moved out. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything about it, but that's just what I got
Yeah.
from
So
seeing the apartment yesterday.
yeah. He moved back into his old apartment building where he was hated also, and yeah,
Well, funny you should say
they
that because in our conversation, not in our conversation, when he came second time around to talk to Morris, he said that he had the exact same problem. No.
yeah, of course,
He
yeah,
said he told it to the landlord, yes,
eh,
that he had the exact same
yep,
problem in his previous apartment.
yep, and it
And I'm
was
like,
yeah, which was not even on an apartment complex or something. It was like a completely one separate house in the middle of effing nowhere where no people were to be seen, basically, and it had this exactly the same problem. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
I was actually thinking that it's he wherever he's gonna move, it's gonna be the same problem all over again, and
I
he's
wonder
gonna be
how
like,
many.
really, that's so interesting how that works out. You just completely change, I don't know, cities, countries, the same problem exists.
I
Interesting.
wonder how long it would take for him to. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess so. I guess he probably still has some problems
Yeah.
because, yeah.
Uh,
It is
yeah.
funny how our brain works. Like it's easier for us to like imagine that like everyone else around us is creating the problem, but it's hard for us to think like, oh, maybe I have a problem. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm actually hearing stuff.
Mm.
Funny how that works. Well, anyway, still I would like to get a confirmation on whether he moved out or not, but
I mean,
I guess maybe next time I see the landlord, maybe he will tell us.
yeah. He will give you a heads up. Anyhow, pretty loud. Yeah, my log house makes some noises sometimes. Clicks sometimes. Pretty loud. Um, So he is uhu. Yeah. Do you know the expression uhu in Estonia?
No, what's mean?
Yeah, it's just no. He is uhu. He's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just what we figured also.
Oh, wolves and foxes. Yeah, exactly. Anyhow, so for those of you who came for the tech news, fear not. We have some. And okay. First, I wanted to give a shout out. If you want to catch us live, I guess the only place where I'm announcing that we're live is on my Instagram, and that's where I'm doing it anyway, on my Instagram story. But other than that, we are diving into some tech news, and there's some good stuff. Also some awesome game deals upcoming, by the way, because some new prices that have never been seen. Yes, very good. All right, but my biggest, the most exciting thing that I saw this week, at least, was Adobe unveils the future of creating cloud with generative AI and creative copilot in Photoshop. So blah blah blah, buzzwords, marketing, whatever. But what they showed off is pretty cool. Oh, too much. Can I get this video somehow a little bit bigger, but not full screen? Not really. Picture in picture. What does this? Oh no, not this one. Damn it! I didn't test out the video. Twitter, Adobe. I think this is better. The video of where is it? Yes. Yes. All right. Wait. No, this is a picture. Damn it! This is a picture of the video.
Picture of the video?
Yeah. Oh, here it is. All right. So, generative fill. So, if you're a Photoshop user, do you know about the feature content aware fill, where it analyzes everything around it and just fills in? But this is the next step. So this is basically like creating stuff that it wasn't there. So he removes all the cracks in the asphalt. He puts like yellow road lines into the picture. He expands the picture like upwards, like more clouds, and also to the sides. Here's a wet alley at night. Yeah, this deer is now from a forest into a wet alley. Apparently, I don't know. That's a fetish somewhere, probably wet alley. Anyway,
wet alley.
Yeah, and you can. So to quote MKBHD, as he basically tweeted from the Google I/O, because Google did a lot of stuff like this also, and he tweeted, "What is a photo?" ? That was the whole tweet, and this came immediately to my mind also when I see this. Basically, like, you're essentially almost creating a photo now, kinda already. Like, for example, the deer one, only the deer is like the photo, basically, if you put it in a wet alley at some point, and then it's like I don't know, 20% of the picture is like real, and the whole other 80% is like AI at this point. So anyway, but of course that's where we are heading, because what is a photo anyway, if not like all AI and all enhanced and all just generated stuff, basically, at this point, because stuff we want to see. Skin with no wrinkles, and always smiling, and always the perfect amount of teeth, and I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, this is...
It's so weird. I feel like we need a new word to describe this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's not
Photo.
photography.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, but that's what we are heading to, right? Because the smartphones are also skin smoothing, and all the wrinkles are gone, and our even eyes are... Have you seen the some Chinese phone makers are making the eyes even bigger? It's like a little bit bigger, so it's like because this comes from the Asian continent, because they, in order to look, because the whole idea is to look more European or whatever, so the eyes are a little bit more open, so we look more European like, and that's what we want, and that's why they have like skin, like a sunscreen that makes the skin lighter, because that's also European. So fun fact, yeah, if you didn't know, our skin screen, sunscreen that we put on the hand, it's like darkening, but theirs is lightening. So it's the other way around. Anyway.
Yeah, marketing completely messed us up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like, what happened? At what point did we come to this?
I mean,
yeah. Lotus was asking a good question. So is he using a sample pictures, or AI generates a new background, for example? So if you repeatedly put in the like whatever deer in a wet alley or whatever, is it gonna repeatedly like change the background to different things?
Yeah, Adobe is using his own catalog at this point, because they and publicly available stock images that are like royalty free. That's what they said. They are not using everything or whatever. They are using it responsibly, as they said, basically. Like, they have their own catalog, but they are using also some public.
So there is at least a few wet alleys in it.
Yes.
But that's the thing. Is it like an amalgamation of different images that they have in the library, or is it just like the boom, like the picture?
Oh, I think it's just a picture, not like a mixed thing all together. But yeah. So it's but this thing is the craziest. Like, yeah, yellow road lines. Okay, yeah, sure. Yellow road lines now, and I guess you can fill in with some more clouds if you want to, or something. But this is pretty. Oh, what are pictures becoming, basically? This and yeah, everyone on the internet was like, "What?"
It is so weird how. I guess social media has a lot to do with this as well.
Yeah, of course.
Like, it completely like distorted like the whole idea of photography, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's why
the whole point of photography to like capturing a moment.
That's
of real life, that you feel like for yourself or whatever. I mean, let's say you are like a casual person who does photography for whatever purposes to like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like at some point, we all collectively decided that the captures of like real world aren't pretty enough or aren't perfect enough.
I mean,
so we just started like changing them in different ways.
Yeah, it started with filters, right, or something.
Yeah.
Like on many years ago, and now it's like, yeah, I only want the perfect picture or nothing at all. The perfection meme, something. Yeah, I don't know. So just a heads up that I guess if you see some pretty picture, then it might be fake or something. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. If
In
you're
a sense, every pictures are fake because most of them are photoshopped anyway. And if
yeah
something is photoshopped, then it's already fake by definition of
yeah
like Photoshop, of what you do with Photoshop, you know.
yeah. So now we're just entering a whole new Photoshop era, I guess, that people are like, oh, just one button, generative fill, done. Yeah. All right.
I do want to recommend one subreddit.
Yeah.
I think it may is it the default one you get subscribed to when you make an account? I'm not sure. But
Um.
I am subscribed to it, and it's oh no, no. It makes it to home a lot. I feel like to the like the amalgamation of like whatever Reddit's top stories. It's called r/ps battles, and they do like Photoshop battles, but not battles. I
Oh.
mean, there's just like so they just take a picture, like a funny picture or something interesting that just happens, like gets posted on the internet. And then they challenge their subscribers to make funny, like, or interesting Photoshops with the subject of the image in question. And it's funny as fuck a lot of the time.
Okay. Oh, the default list is predetermined and includes subreddits such as pics, funny, videos, news, and gaming. I think these are the.
I mean, it is kind of weird to
Yeah.
have PS battle as like Photoshop battles.
Yeah. I
It's
don't.
like it's very funny.
Okay, but I need to
Yeah.
Photoshop.
So the default picture is the prompt, basically. And then the people in comments post like their entries for this like funny thing.
Oh, it's not PS Battle Royale, but PS Battle, Photoshop battles,
Photoshop, yeah, PS Battle, yeah.
battle, not battles.
Photoshop battles, yeah. Photoshop battles.
Or battles. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
don't. Hmm. Uh, this one? No.
I guess there's only one of them.
Yeah, but that's not correct. It was like 900 members and.
No.
No.
PS battles. I Google, and this is the first one that comes up.
Okay, of course, Google has way better search than Reddit. Battle.
Yeah. It has 18 million subscribers.
Photoshop battles. Okay, yeah, the first. Yeah, Jesus Christ, Reddit. What are you doing? Yeah. 18 million. Yeah. This is. So all my pictures are fake. So you could add your own background also to merge, not only from Adobe.
That's kind of a basic feature of Photoshop, right? You
Mhm.
can like cut out the subject and put it to any image that you want. That's kind of like Photoshop does. But like
Yeah.
the new thing is that you can like word prompt the program to like do it for you.
Yes.
You know, so
Yeah.
that's kind of
Yeah.
if you have like a landscape shot and you have like I don't fucking know, a cat shot, you can cut out the cat and put it in the landscape shot. And of course you can use your own pictures, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I guess Photoshop Battle, the subreddit is gonna be a lot more interesting probably or something in the upcoming.
I am curious, yeah.
Weeks, months.
It's all for fun, like it's not serious.
Mm-hmm.
AI could do it automatically. I mean, it does it automatically, follow based on your prompt, right? It's the same as it's the same as those like picture generating engines, right?
Yeah.
Just do like a cute skeleton dancing Roomba or something. You'll get something.
Loading a man driving a tractor into the back of his van, and somebody posted a Star Wars picture of the.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that you can see there.
Nice. Yeah. Portable. Very nice. Okay, I think I found my one of. What the? I think I found my new favorite subreddit or something. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, of course. Yeah, the Rainbow Road. Of course. Yes. Of course. Yes. Sayonara. Yes.
A couple of days ago, you can sort by best of the week. A couple of days ago, there was a funny one. There was a cat standing on hind legs, like leaning against a door,
Mm.
and it had like the middle section of its body like shaved. I think they I don't know, went to a vet or something for some kind of procedure. So it was like it had fur on top of the body and fur on the bottom of the body, but like the middle of the body was shaven.
Okay.
And people had a lot of fun with that one.
Oh, this one. Yes, I found it. Right, this one.
Yeah, that's one.
Oh my god, what the
So
hell?
this is the actual picture. I know it's kind of crazy, right?
Cat Slinky, yeah, of course. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, shaky. What? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah. Showdown. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I love it. I
All
don't
right.
usually like go there specifically, but it often makes it to like the front page, so, and then I'm like, oh, okay, perfect.
Cat in the can. Yeah. Pringles. Nice. Ah. All right. To Helen's. Oh god. With long exposure, you can do a lot of fun. Yeah. All right. Let's move on because there's some important stuff to discuss. Like Microsoft is finally catching up to the support tickets from the 90s because they finally added, after 28 years, they are added support for RAR files or
Oh
something.
god.
Jesus Christ. Windows. What? Anyway, also zip files, by the way. And there was something else, some kind of a archive, some GZ archive or something was also added. But of course, everyone only knows. Oh yeah, here it is. GZ is apparently also some kind of a file extension. But yeah, 7-zip and RAR and GZ. So yeah. So for everyone who bought the lifetime license of WinRAR or something, then yes, we salute. We salute you.
Finally let it go.
Yes, yeah. You can now go sell the WinRAR license to somebody else or something, or I don't know. The market is just flooded with WinRAR licenses like right now. Like, oh my god, just a $2 for the lifetime access or something.
Is it? I actually have no idea.
Oh no! I have also no idea. I don't no idea how
on
much.
Mac? Wait, can you Mac? Oh wait, I'm trying to think. I don't deal with archives that much, but can you? You can archive shit on Mac, right?
Yeah. You can compress.
Compress, yeah.
Compress is the name of the, and it does. I think a zip file, yeah. Or I think.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Yeah. So if you.
So at this pace, in about 20 years, there'll get to some other requests than people have.
Yes, exactly. So if you put your request in now, I don't know, 28 later. So it's like, yeah, 2050, 2051, something like that. Your request for, I don't know, using your iPhone as a mouse in Windows will come to fruition or something. Anyway, yeah. So you get 10 years complaint free WinRAR. Okay. Now I'm curious. How much was WinRAR lifetime access plan?
So is the developer of it going bankrupt then?
Yeah, exactly. Because everybody paid like so much money for WinRAR.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Oh, yeah.
Perpetual, or is it like, is there still a lifetime thing or no? They don't
I
support.
couldn't tell you. It's such a vintage thing that like I can't even provide any input on it.
Yeah, I no idea also, because is lifetime
I guess, yeah.
price
WinRAR makers got all the money they needed from it. Yeah, I guess
winner
so.
shop
I guess so, yeah.
number of users. Oh, I think 30 euros. Is this the one? Or this is like a 35 euros? Is this it?
I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah,
Imagine such a thing, paying for a license and using it forever.
Yes. yeah. Like, and of course it isn't in.
Wait, is it $3,000?
No, this was in Indian rupees.
Ah, okay. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What? Inflation is crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I from everywhere I found like it's $30 or 30 euros is pretty much the cost, I think. All right. WinRAR makes got all the money they needed for it. Without 30 or 40 days evolution, they wouldn't be famous at all. It's for companies who can't use unlicensed software. Yeah. All right. But there's another EU story that is kind of big this week. So EU passes the world's first regulatory framework for cryptocurrency. Dun dun dun. So basically, they're starting to give out licenses for companies because FTX blew up in US, and billions and billions of dollars lost, and that kind of triggered also this thing. So basically, EU is looking at it like, that's kind of bad, and we should do something about it. And so basically, they are starting from 2026. They will the rules will apply for the companies will be responsible for tracking all kinds of transactions that are made with crypto, basically. So the same as it with banks. And because banks are also technically accountable for all kinds of transactions that are doing with their banks, that people are doing with their banks. So, and that's coming also to crypto now in 2026. And yeah, so this is the world's first, and it's coming to EU. And but yeah, if you want to do some, I don't know, some shady stuff, you still can do it for another 3 years. 2.5 years. Yeah. And I mean, technically, there's some crypto out there. You can do some shady stuff. I probably even after this, because yeah, of course, if you want to buy some shady crypto from some shady guys and do some shady stuff, then of course you can do it even after 2026. But yeah, but the law will be in effect in 2.5 years. So
the law,
and yeah, world's first. Heard it here first. So that's at some point coming. 27 nations and in the European Union.
Look at the first crypto framework, first likely probably gonna be first AI, whatever. Framework.
Yeah. There was a there was a story that I didn't include, but yeah, the EU is working on a pretty comprehensive like AI regulatory document also, basically, and OpenAI is like right now very actively like, please just hold your horses, everybody. We don't want to lose all the EU data all at once, right? Or something. Please.
Well, it's funny because wasn't it like last week that we talked about how the OpenAI CEO was saying that there should be more regulation for AI?
Yeah. I
So,
mean,
like,
I mean,
there should be more
he
regulation for AI, but like for the others, not
yeah,
for us.
yeah.
We,
But
we are
there
chill.
should be regulations for AI, but just a little bit, just a very little bit.
Just a tiny bit, yes.
Yeah, but not like much. Um, First they could make a normal AI for robotic hoovers. You have problems with your robotic vacuum cleaners, Lotus film. Is your vacuum cleaner is dumb as fuck or something? What's going on? It's not for private persons. Yeah. I mean, all right, but another record fine for Meta this week. So, okay. I mean, not another one, but the previous record was 746 million against Amazon in 2021, but now it's basically double. So 1.3 billion for Facebook and Meta, and that's a lot of money. Okay, I was thinking like, okay, is this actually a lot of money for them? And I was Meta profit in 2022. Meta platforms net income for the 12 months ending in March, blah blah blah, $21 billion. So 1 billion is, I would say, a lot of money actually. Yeah. It's
I would
not,
agree with that, yeah.
yeah, that's not like 0.0% or something, but
Yeah.
that's like, wait, how much is that? Is that
On the topic of fines, I
0
was just I didn't
0.5?
what?
0.5, I think 0.56 something is from the profit. Or wait, I can't
Well,
do
if the profit is 20, what was it? 21.5
21. Yeah,
billion, and the fine is 1.3, so it's more like
5%.
4 something,
Yeah, sorry.
4 something.
Okay, yeah, I can't do math. Yeah,
Something close to 5, but
yeah,
that's a lot for fine. I mean, come on.
yeah. So this is
On the topic of fines, I was listening to a podcast, and someone was covering a story that uh, either EU country or the EU at large, I think it was some kind of country,
mhm.
one of the ones that banned loot boxes, I think,
Okay.
fined Activision for not disclosing that Diablo Immortal has loot boxes in it or something along these lines. And they
Oh,
were fined by that country. Do you know how much they were fined?
no idea.
They were fined 5,000 euros.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. That
1.3 billion
that
dollars seems.
that's like 5 minutes of or 5 minutes. That's 5 seconds of people playing
Yeah.
Diablo or something. Yeah.
So that was fun. So, but yeah, 5. Yeah, Lotus Ethereum coming hot with numbers, more than 5%. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I mean, I would say that's a
That's
lot.
actually some amount of money that will actually like, they will like, okay, should we do this thing and or not? Oh, by the way, yeah, if you have no idea why this was happening, yeah, if you sign up for Facebook, for example, then you get this whole thing in the law of like, we will use your data, but only according to the European law and blah 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 blah. And if you sign up for Facebook, but Facebook or Meta is sending their data from Europe to US, where the European laws don't apply anymore. So anyway, they can do whatever they want because the data is now in US. So they're,
Mm-hmm.
but that's how servers work because they, yeah, well, they don't have to work this way.
Yeah, I was gonna say they work it because Facebook made it so,
Yes,
but they don't have to.
it's by design, and that's
Of
why.
course.
And but the European Union is like, no, if you are signing like user accounts with the European thing, then you should keep all the data in Europe, not like transfer the data all to US where you can do whatever the F you want with it. So that's basically the whole thing that they got fined, and Amazon got the fine also in 2021 for the same thing, basically. Privacy.
I feel like they should go further next time and fine them like $10 billion.
10 billion.
Just for the shits and the giggles. Just 10 billion.
Yeah, billion. Okay, you said million the first time. Yeah.
10 billion,
yeah. Yeah. Then it's like, actually, like, but I feel like they need to. Usually, how the fines work, they have to ramp up to the 10. Usually, with like, I don't know, like it's gonna be 2 billion, 5 billion, 7 billion, and then 10 billion or something. But if it's like repeated offenses.
But that's the thing. Can't Meta just like appeal it or something?
Yes.
They can, right?
Yes. And they can appeal, and then the whole process will take years, maybe in some cases, and then like, oh yeah, by the way, we made another 10 billion, 20 billion in those years anyway, so it doesn't matter anyway. So yeah. Anyway, but let's move on to another huge PSA, by the way. This week, I think this was, yeah, okay, 6 days ago, Google pushes zip and mov domains onto the internet, and the internet pushes back. So if you haven't been keeping up with the tech news, this is your one and only source, Mikael, maybe. And yeah. Then, oh man, this is horrible. First of all, because Jesus Christ. So, Google just basically made scammers and like phishing attacks and like all kinds of like shady people want to do shady stuff are very much like an easy job, basically, because you can now have a website that is .zip, so and .mov, which are both file extensions. Yes.
Okay.
And the only distinction, so if you get if you go to the internet, so GitHub, for example, is the best example, I think. So if you type in this URL into your browser, it will download a zip file that you want, or if you use GitHub a lot, or any kind of other website where you need to download a massive amounts of data or something that is compressed into a zip folder. WeTransfer, for example, I just used it last week to send a 2 gigabyte file, actually. And yeah, so yes, but you have to go to the WeTransfer file. But for example, if it's like the URL, somebody sends me like, oh, by the way, download this zip file that I made specially for you, and it has like http WeTransfer.com blah 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 .zip, but when it has an @ sign, that means that can be a website now.
Mm-hmm.
That can be a link, and you can download whatever. You can download a virus, a malicious whatever site that will steal all your data, basically.
Yeah.
If somebody registers this exact domain, of course, yes. So yeah, somebody can register like this exact domain, and you will just, the @ sign is the only one to distinguish from an actual zip folder. So you basically have to hunt for this @ sign in a sea of characters that you absolutely have time for if you just want to make your computer work or whatever, basically, or you're in the middle of whatever doing. You have to hunt for @ signs. So now basically the whole internet has decided this is just horrible. And a lot of companies are just basically banning all the zip and mov file extensions in the browser company wide, because it's just straight up so dangerously easy to get your whole network infected with any kind of malware or ransomware or whatever, basically.
I suppose, yeah. I mean, and it's unlikely that people will need to go to these domains for anything. But I mean, there is.
But if it's a targeted attack, or like if they know that, oh yeah, this company uses a lot of mov files and zip files or something, then it's oh. But by the way, I heard your project. You're doing this project with this company, and I will forward you these documents in a zip file that you absolutely need or something. And yep. So PSA. Don't trust zip and mov anymore, basically. Or hunt for the @ sign in a sea of text or something, because oh my god. Make long address that you don't see always at your screen and don't see the @ then you are hooked. Yeah, exactly. Because there's so many like scenarios where you can't even see the @ sign because the text is so long that it cuts off at some point in some other file name or whatever. So 20 years ago, everybody trusted everything at the internet. Yeah.
Well, if it's on the internet, it must be true.
Yeah, exactly. And now finally, after 20 years, maybe this wasn't the photograph that I was looking at. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
FTP servers was a great thing. Toru.hot.aee. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I would. I use Toru. I would love to use Toru at some point. Again, but anyway. Yes. All right, but there's some other European news actually that is going on this week. Breaking. Okay, very sensationalist. But leaked EU documents state that Spain plans to eliminate end-to-end encryption. Dun dun dun. So, this document, by the way, which is on the internet, but it's because it's like a super boring EU document or whatever that nobody is reading, but luckily we have AI or something, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that not a single person read like a 60-page document in there. Because why would you, or something. But anyway, the document basically says like, Spain has some plans to ban end-to-end encryption. And of course, it's the usual suspects to prevent the illegal. Yes. So they cite like child sexual abuse material and stuff, but what they really want, they want to know everything that the citizens are doing and thinking and planning and they want to control the people. And well,
evil.
And okay, control is maybe like a exaggeration, but okay. My response to like for those of you who are like, no, they want to do all the good stuff and then I'm basically I'm the skeptic in terms of like I always respond to like, look what China is doing right now. China is doing the social score system that they have in place. So it's pretty. Ooh, I don't want to live in that society where, I don't know, I post something bad on social media and suddenly I can't get a loan for my house because my social score got lowered and I can't buy stuff anymore or something because they track literally everything there. I just do, I don't know, jaywalking is a huge crime in China where you like cross the street without a, and it's like, oh, social score lowered. Now you can't buy even. Now you can't even buy a car anymore. Yeah. Cross the street without any kind of huge problem in China. 60 pages is okay to read. There are much longer. Yeah, of course. It was a joke. But yeah, this is what I'm thinking about. Like when some countries like, yes, we cannot have end-to-end encryptions. This is I don't know. Well, immediately my mind goes to China. Yes, of course.
I'm kind of two minds on this.
Yeah, and yes, you can. Of course, I'm on the same side as like, yes, child sexual abuse material. Of course, it's bad, and of course we should prevent it. But it's a double-edged sword, as they say, basically, because if you're giving up your encryption or whatever, then you're like, oh, but because this, I have read also some, like, a lot of like more skeptic takes on this. Like, basically, they're saying basically like, okay, but we have evidence that you were talking to these people and these people are linked to those things. So you must be also linked to those things now. And you were going to do those bad things maybe at some point. So we put you in a prison anyway, even though you have not done nothing.
Oh, no, it doesn't work like that, though.
Yeah, well, that's what...
I mean, in that scenario, you are looking at maybe a testimony, right? To the police or whatever. But like, if your testimony will allow them to like uncover a child sex trafficking ring that you are, 10 degrees of separation adjacent to, through like some acquaintance of an acquaintance of an acquaintance, I feel like it's still a net positive. It's like a mild inconvenience that you'll have to endure. With like a big, positive outcome.
But
I mean, I understand that privacy is like a very attractive thing that people like to throw around, but like privacy on the internet is such a weird concept.
Well, yeah. The true, if you want to be truly private, then get off the internet, pretty much. Yeah.
Because conceptually, I mean, privacy is something that you have, or at least you should have in your private life and stuff. That's why it's private. But when it comes to internet, it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of two minds, I feel like 99% of people don't really have anything to worry about one way or the other.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, if you
you
can take anything out of like,
but
blow it up into like China, basically social score, of course. And there is like a universe where that can happen,
Yeah, well, I mean, China is not the only one. Russia is basically heading the same way, if it's not already like kind of there, because and also the Russia, China is the most, but all the US is also like looking into basically this thing that they want to create, that this surveillance all the people basically, because
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, the only way you end up in a shitty situation is where you combine that with the totalitarian political system, which, I mean, a totalitarian system can happen in any country. It doesn't have to be like
yeah
have to have a long history of whatever.
yeah
It
yeah
can
yeah
happen in Spain, it can happen in Estonia, it can all happen very fast. So in that sense, yes, I understand.
yeah wasn't or in the you read 1984, right? It wasn't that
Of course.
that was also like basically something a huge part of the book, right? No, I think like a surveillance.
I mean, yes, no privacy doesn't exist in that universe.
Yeah.
But like the thing is that yes, like getting to the point at which like the book takes place took like decades.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's happening tomorrow or something, but
it's always the same, right? It's always the party. It's always like some kind of program, which again can happen in any country,
Yeah.
Because I feel like a fascist sort of totalitarian state is kind of like, unfortunately, kind of something that people drift to almost like inertly, naturally, in a way.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's these systems are so based on like a populist rhetoric and stuff, which people gravitate to a lot. And if you combine like that with some like economic troubles or stuff, high inflations, lower maybe perhaps like slower rises in welfare and incomes and stuff, and like it all happens very fast. I mean, come on. Like what is it? The Estonian government wants to raise taxes by 2%, and people are losing their shit.
Yeah.
French government wants to raise what is it? Retirement age by what was it, like 2 years in a country with one of the lowest retirement ages in Europe, burning cars on the streets.
Yeah. Of course.
But like there is a like multi-step process where that evolves into some kind of like weird commune, like semi-fascist totalitarian thing that may or may not overtake like there is a timeline where that is possible, and it doesn't take that long. I mean, look at fucking US, honestly. Like half of that country is basically there.
Yeah.
It's basically. So I guess I see. But on the other hand, most people have nothing to worry about. I mean, when you combine that with a stable like system that works, with a justice system that works, and where the law enforcement institutions don't abuse their power, don't like witch hunt people for things that are not illegal,
Yeah.
There's nothing to worry about. Doesn't matter if you like buy a latte like one moment and like I, for example, and then half an hour later I subscribe to some hardcore German dungeon porn or something like that. Even if it's like available information that government can see, it doesn't matter because it's not illegal to do, right?
Yeah.
But it could be.
Yeah,
it could be.
But it could be. It could be illegal in the future, and and the government can enforce it retroactively, basically, and then it's okay, which the US has done many times in the past, which is like, what are you guys even doing? Yeah. Luckily, not that I know of, no cases in the EU of that, like retroactively. Now it's a crime all of a sudden, and you did the crime like 10 years ago or something. What? Like, yeah, what? But that's absolutely a thing in US, which is like...
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of.
But I completely agree. 99% of the people have nothing to worry about, and if you're a bad person, you should be caught, and if you're a good person, yeah, it doesn't matter. But
And
yeah,
again, you know,
I'm
if
just
you happen to be somehow in the most casual ways related to the person who is up to like some shit,
yeah. I mean,
you get contacted by some like law enforcement
yeah.
for your whatever statement or something.
Yeah, it can be like, I don't know, this person met up with you uh just before he killed, like, I don't know, 10 people, and now all of a sudden you are like, okay, now I have to explain why I said hi to a completely stranger in a coffee shop and what led to the thing, and I just now have to, my name is associated with this person
Yeah.
in this police file report, and the whole database that is not considering, like, yes, this person was related or whatever, but he's not, he didn't have any influence of the killings or whatever, but your name is still in the database or whatever. And I don't know.
Yeah, but that doesn't really do anything either.
Yeah, if the system is smart, yes. But if the system is like, okay, but this person is absolutely related to this person because they
Yeah,
both of
but
the
if
names
you
showed up in the same place, and I don't know.
yeah, but it doesn't. I don't know if it works. I mean, what would happen? You would be arrested or something? That's just absurd. But like, if you do get wrongly arrested for your random association with a serial killer,
I mean,
if it's random, if you like,
yeah.
say hi to them and like that's the only thing that like connects you to the person, then nothing doesn't happen. But if something does happen, then there are institutions that you can appeal to, and you know,
Yes.
that will not be, especially in the EU. I mean, if we're talking about the EU,
Yeah.
you can appeal to the European Court of Human Rights and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just gonna be like, oh well, I happened to be there in that moment and I didn't really do anything except for like say hi to them, and now I'm like facing prison time. Like it doesn't really work like that.
Yeah, I mean, not prison time in because of this one case. When this kind of a case happens, like, I don't know, 5 times or something, and
like for example, if the crazy neighbor who left will a week later, I don't know, stab someone.
Yeah.
I will go to the police and make a statement about him. It's not a problem, even
Well,
though I have nothing to do with it.
unless the crazy person is like, no, these people drove me to it, or something.
It doesn't really work like that either.
Well, yeah, but now you have to like prove that you didn't, like, I don't know, led him to this horrible thing or something.
No, you don't have to do that at all. This is you can prove negative, right?
Well, yeah, but
it's not your job to prove anything, because there are law enforcement whose job is to prove that you may have had something to do with the thing that happened.
Yes.
So
ideally, yes.
If you haven't, but again, if the local like state system is flawed to the point where like you cannot, you feel like you are unjustly whatever convicted of something that you have absolutely nothing to do. I mean, in this specific case, for example, like I am also the victim of situation because the person was terrorizing me, and then they, I don't know, go to a different apartment, and then the third time is the charm, and they like stab their neighbor or something.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna go and like give a statement and stuff like that.
Well, yeah. If you hear about it, but yeah, if they.
But again, the police would make connections, right? They would investigate that, and it will come up. Then we, were the neighbors and blah blah blah. All that will come up, of course, eventually. But like, it's not a big deal. I would do that also, like give a statement or something.
Yeah.
They will be investigating a murder. And what do I have to do with the murder? Nothing. And even if it's some like bizarre twist of weirdness, the police decides that we did have something to do with it, although we didn't. Then again,
Yeah, and the guy said, that's my point. The guy says to the police, yeah, these guys had something to do with it, or something. I don't know. And the police is like, what? Okay, I guess we have to investigate that now.
No, yeah, they
Yeah,
can.
and
They should.
yeah. But at that point, it's like your word against his word, basically, and then.
Well, not really, because they'll have other evidence probably to
May
corroborate one version or the other.
Hopefully, yes.
I mean, usually a murder has some evidence, you know. It doesn't happen like it doesn't happen just like that usually.
Yeah, true. All right.
So yeah, but again, even if the state justice system fails, again, in the EU at least you have somewhere to appeal to. You know, there are other courts of higher you know, jurisdiction that you can appeal to.
Yeah.
Get a lot of money out of, for example, the state of Estonia if like the Estonian police wrongfully like accuses you of.
Yeah, of course.
What it was co-mediating a murder or something like that, you know. That's like huge.
Yeah. All right, but staying in the European Commission calls for the pirate site blocking around the globe. Okay, yeah, I mean, just to mention that the EU is fighting the good fight, I guess. Well, and the usual suspects, of course, are priority number 1, China. But surprisingly, the priority number 2, India, Indonesia, Russia, Turkey, and Ukraine. Priority number 3, Argentina, Brazil, Ecuador, Malaysia, Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, and Thailand. So the biggest piracy sites, apparently, that EU countries are using. And they are basically like, you just stop that. They're just basically saying to the countries like, we want to have a non-piracy EU over here, and please stop ruining it. Oh yeah, I don't know. There's nothing to really mention before, but yeah, just European Commission is working on it.
I mean, I guess before you ban pirating websites, you should also create an environment where people can access the content they would otherwise pirate legally and without much hassle, which isn't really the case.
Oh my god, did you hear about the... Oh, I didn't include the story, but Nintendo 3DS just released a patch that breaks the homebrew thing that you can't... Because they don't sell the games anymore, but they heard that people are using they want to play the game that they're not selling anymore with the homebrew thing, and so 3DS just got an update that completely breaks the homebrew thing.
And I mean, I guess people who have homebrewed Nintendos don't update soft firmware like that. I guess it will catch a couple people by surprise, but I will also have it installed.
Yeah, unexpected 3DS up.
Where pirating is completely morally acceptable, because if a platform holder removes your only way to purchase the content legally, then I don't see the problem with accessing it illegally, because there's no other avenues for you to do that. So
yes, same.
You know, so like, I don't know, some streaming service doesn't function in Estonia, then it's entirely morally acceptable to pirate whatever content they have, because what's the alternative?
Yeah. They just months after the 3DS eShop shut down also. Yeah. So yeah. So
there's literally no way. The only way for you to get these games, if they were physically released, is to like buy overpriced physical copies off of eBay.
Yeah.
But like, I mean,
yeah,
I don't really own any like physical media anymore that much. So.
Yeah, and do you want to give money to scalpers, basically?
Not really.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So this is a thing. Also in the world, what is happening? Netflix password sharing is cracking down on the EU and the US. So they finally have tackled their home turf, or so to speak, basically, because they are now charging $8 a month for a person who is streaming Netflix outside of their household. Dun dun dun. And finally, basically, so many people are like, okay, it's time to end this all, and it's time to end Netflix, basically.
Yeah.
100 million households share account, which is about 43% of its global user base. Yeah, basically half of the people that they have are not in their own, like in the same house.
Yeah. I feel like we basically come full circle on the like streaming platforms and pricings and cable TV like this.
Yeah.
Venn diagram is like a full circle now. I read that like HBO rebranded, right? It's now a Max.
Yeah, Max. Yeah, that's what
And they have like a $20 plan.
Yeah.
Now, what?
Yeah.
What $20? Like, are you actually shitting me right now?
Yeah. So, and
like genuinely.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, like $8 per month. Isn't that like the basic, already the basic tier? Like,
so yeah. The basic shitty quality tier. And HBO also, they also now you have to pay more to get 4K.
Yeah.
Gross, like what?
Yeah, 20. Yeah, it goes up to $20 per month.
Are you actually crazy over there?
Yeah. I
feel like I don't know. It's not gonna happen soon, but I feel like we are looking at a complete crash of like streaming business in like the next decade or so. And because it's like, you know, it has accelerated, like the tech accelerated at such a pace that like, you know, it kind of took a while for cable to become like redundant.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like streaming is facing like complete redundancy way faster.
Yeah.
At some point it will become again more sensible to just buy the thing you want to watch as opposed to streaming.
You mean DVDs?
I mean whatever like digital thing you want to use.
No, you're gonna buy the amiibo of the Crown or something. What's the
or like you want to watch a show or something. Like for example, with our like workload and stuff, let's say like Maurice and I could watch one show per month.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
So, do I subscribe to Max for $20 to get high quality, or do I just like rent it on fucking Apple TV for $5, or I don't know how much it costs, but like for half the price? If I know that like I will only watch like one show this month, like, what's the point?
And also if Apple TV has the show.
Yeah, I actually don't know how. Can you rent TV shows? Is that a thing?
They have to have it, but Apple, as my understanding, that's why Apple TV is so cheap, because they don't have basically at all something like they only have their own stuff, and they have couple of.
I'm talking about Apple TV Plus. I'm talking about specifically Apple TV that you can like just pay for stuff and watch it.
Okay, but do they have
a movie?
Yeah, okay, I know what you mean, but they have movies. Do they have TV shows?
No, let's do some like basic.
Yeah, TV shows. These are these, but what shows are these? Are all the Apple TV shows. But Apple TV rent TV shows for rent movies, rent films. By the way, Delia have promotional campaign that ends with this month. If you're an old user, you can get a higher rate package cheaper than you have. Mini package 3. Really? Wait, what? But that's like also probably like time limited stuff, right? Like it's €3 per, I don't know, 3 months, and then it's like again 7 or something, right? Right?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Yes.
3 months for €3, and then it's €7. Yeah. Then it will go back. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's something. Yes. Family package with a
Like,
family
and like
Sorry.
TV, I don't know, TV packages are just such a vintage concept that like I can't even bring myself to take it seriously.
Yeah, same.
It's like genuine, like it's the same as like fucking outdoor cinemas or something, like car cinemas. It's just bizarre. You know?
Yeah, car cinemas. Rent films from the.
But there is a universe where streaming faces a similar problem. Like people only have so much time and money to pay, right? So we're already at the point where a lot of people choose what they want to subscribe to, as opposed to like subscribing to like everything and just like watching something once in a while, you know?
Yeah.
Which I feel like was more like a thing back in the day when like there was just a couple streaming platforms and they were much cheaper, you know?
Yeah.
We're already at the point where people are picking and choosing, and none of the streaming platforms are like, must-have essential thing. So I can totally see the universe where people are like, well, what's the point? I only have so much time in my life, so what's the point of me subscribing to this library of 1,000 shows where I can only watch one per month?
Yeah. Wait.
I'm having similar thoughts with Game Pass actually recently.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Because.
haven't used Game Pass in months. And there
Oh.
hasn't been I mean, every once in a while some new game will come and I will just download it to see, just to have a look, in terms of what it's like. But I haven't like played a Game Pass game to completion in months. And it's like, what's the point? If I have time to play a game, right?
Yeah.
I want to play something I want to play, not something that is like available for me from the selection of games on Game Pass. Where
Yeah.
I can alternatively just buy the game I want to play and play the game I want to play,
Yeah. Yeah. That's.
I don't have an infinite amount of time to do that,
Oh, you don't? But yeah, that's.
Imagine.
Yeah, exactly. That's my problem also, especially with a kid. Oh my god. Oh, by the way, okay. I guess that leads kind of a. I started to watch Megan, and because a kid, I had to stop at minute 12. Well, I watched basically 10 minutes of it, and then I had to stop.
Megan, you mean the movie?
Yeah, the movie.
Okay.
Because I want to watch it, but that's how our movie watching has been for the past, like, I don't know, 1.5 years or something. Because with a child, we either watch a movie like in 2 sittings, 3 sittings, or 5, maybe 10. I don't know. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, I watched 10 minutes of Megan. That's my.
Oh, that's
what I wanted to say.
What are your thoughts on the first 10 minutes?
I mean, yeah, it's they blew up the creepy robot in the lab, and that was that basically in the first 10 minutes. Anyway, all right. No, there are also HBO and Go3 film apps. I saved €9 a month. Yeah, okay. All right. But yeah, shall we move on to, because we have some stuff.
Well, this is what this is gonna devolve into, right? Eventually, it's gonna be again full circle.
Yeah.
Soon, in a few years, we're gonna look at like just packages, right? Streaming app packages. From your local whatever internet provider. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, this Delia streaming plus mega amazingness.
Yeah.
Where you get like Netflix, HBO, and Disney Plus for like, I don't know, €20 or something.
Yeah. And you have to have specifically the Telia cable coming to your house also.
Yeah.
And if there's an Elisa cable coming to you, then nope,
Then
can't do it.
You only get something shitty, like I don't know, Hulu or something.
Yeah. Telia have Inspirat
yeah,
Plus.
whatever. No Netflix, but there will be.
Yeah, there will be. As soon as Netflix loses a lot of like, they're trying to, we're gonna spread out Netflix to every single like local whatever, and just to keep us alive, basically.
Yeah. It can totally happen. Yeah, it's all like this industry is developing so fast that like anything can happen in the next like 5 years or something.
Yeah. All right. Here's something also that is going to happen. Apple invites. That's what was the XR media outlet? So that's like virtual reality or AR. The X means VR or AR, basically, if I remember correctly. But anyway, the news is basically that they are inviting VR media or AR media to the Apple event, which is it means only that yes, Apple will absolutely, most definitely, 100% show off the VR headset or they're gonna start with the AR headset, I think. No,
I think the AR headset was the one that was pushed back.
Yes, you're correct. Yes. Sorry. Yeah, the VR headset is gonna be the first one, and then after I don't know how many times and ages.
Yeah,
Then
at some point.
Then
Have
they.
you seen the short circuit video where they were reviewing some like Chinese like AR glasses or something?
Yes. Rokid. Rokid.
Is it?
I think.
It's like a recent video from a couple
of
days
ago.
Yeah. Where you connected with a cable.
Yeah, this one. Rokid AR.
Rokid AR, yeah, that's the one that I watched.
Yep.
It's just so bad. Like,
I mean,
I understand that this is like first gen stuff.
Yeah, but that's like.
But this is like nowhere near what it needs to be. I guess this is why Apple also delayed their AR glasses, because this is just not.
Yeah, but that's like a cheap Chinese nobody who is
600 euros. So, you know.
Yeah, of course, it can be also like more, but they just want to beat Apple to the market or whatever, and or all the others. This is absolutely trash and nobody should buy it. Of course, because software is so much the experience. Hardware, software needs to be on point.
I envision in my mind what the experience should be like, and I kind of feel like that Apple probably will want to go into that direction as well. If they're like moving away from, like iPhones are like old shit, now we have like AR glasses. Because like the cables and all that shit, I don't know, this is just complete nonsense. But I understand that you need to have a battery then inside the thing, which is difficult. So they'll have to figure that out somehow. But it basically
and the latest rumors are 2 hours is the battery.
Yeah, it's not great. Although I will say that one of the features that this had in the thing, where like the software, as I understood, somehow can like simulate your prescription, so that like you can somehow see, whatever, I don't know what magic happens there. That it like you can input your prescription for your dioptries and stuff, and the glasses will somehow make it so that you can actually see it correctly.
Maybe.
Which is pretty crazy.
Well, like this maybe
it's even better. It's even better
this
way. That's something that we can do.
Okay, that makes kind of sense because you can adjust the software. Well, you can't adjust the world around you but you can adjust the software, right? How far or how near or far it has to be, how pixelated or the resolution, whatever. Yeah, you can change that, right? I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
This is how I'm envisioning the experience.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the Apple route because I don't care about whatever nonsense the Google is gonna do. I'm still picturing like connected to your phone because like I feel like we're way like off like away from the idea of having just like a smart glasses and smartwatch and not having a phone in your pocket. That's just crazy pants. So we're
Yeah.
still go the phone route.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have glasses that connect over Bluetooth with your phone the same
Mm-hmm.
way as your watch, right?
And the same way as your car, for example, also like you plug in your
Yeah.
car into your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just connected, like, Apple Magic, seamless connection, everything is amazing, works.
Mm.
And then you're like on the bus or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like chilling, like vibing or something.
Yeah.
And then you like double tap the frame of your glasses like you would your AirPods or something.
Yeah.
And it like opens the interface of your well, I mean it doesn't have to look like your phone. It can have a bespoke like AR whatever focused interface.
Yeah, yeah.
Where you have all of your basic Apple apps that you have on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
So like music, podcasts, books, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you open the interface, and then you can control the interface using your eyes to select whatever you want, like whatever app you need opened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is again the tech that we already have, because this is already in like PlayStation VR 2. You can control interfaces with your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
In some games, you can even play games using your eyes.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
some cases.
Yeah, yeah.
So you do that, you're like, oh, okay, or you're like stuck in a very like busy bus, so you don't have, you can like reach in your pocket and take out your phone and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you do that with your eyes. You open like a podcast app. You put on some podcast. You have like these tiny speakers that are, even in this one video they showed that it has some speakers that basically like pump the sound
Yeah. Yeah,
in your
yeah.
ear, but it's like very quiet, so other people can't really hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can.
Yeah.
You like listen to podcast, or you like open your books, and you can just like read the book and then like switch pages while you are, just not using your hands at all, just like I don't know, blinking twice or something and like flipping pages and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so while you are like crammed in the bus, you can do stuff, and then you move on with your day. You like tap the frame again, so the interface goes away, and you just use your glasses as glasses.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like the minimum of what you should be able to do with your glasses.
So
If you can do that,
yeah,
it's good.
I
If
guess
you have to cut the cable and then awkwardly like use your phone as the fucking trackpad as they showed in this video, that's
Mhm.
just not. That's just not. No, that's just not a thing that needs to exist.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand that like getting to that point requires some iteration.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
only when we are at that point will I be like, oh yeah, I want one pair of those.
so you heard it here first, Apple. You have 2.5 weeks to make this happen, basically.
Just rework the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So wait, what was it? June 12th or what? What?
It's happening. Yeah, what was it actually?
Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong thing and everything was gone. Yeah. WWDC 23 June 12th. Oh no,
June 5th.
June 5th. Okay.
Oh
Oh.
yeah, of course. That's the day when my vacation starts.
Oh.
So we can do the like live whatever.
Yes. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Even sooner. So basically, Apple, you have even less than that. So basically, close to 2 weeks.
Yeah, because like I feel like AR tech is a lot more attractive than like photo phones. Like honestly.
Yeah.
Because at least it creates a new way for you to like
Mhm.
you can offload some of the tasks off of your phone onto it, the same way as, like, for example, you did with a watch, you know, making like a smartwatch completely like change the way. Well, I mean, I don't use it, but like basically, if you use both, it changes the way you interact with your phone because a lot of
Yeah.
the stuff that you do can be done with your watch.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's basically the same idea, you know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
foldable doesn't really accomplish anything that much, you know. It's just sort of just how do we give people even more screen than they already have, even though the phones are already huge, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
so there is a lot of potential there, but like, you know, the products that are now available are just kind of no.
I agree. Yeah. Also, Lots must buy Dormeo stock. The mattress company. So I guess you're gonna lay on the mattress and watch VR all the time at home. I guess that's what he's saying. Buy Dormeo stock.
But like, think about it. Think about it. Like, think about you like commuting or something. What is the
Yeah.
experience of commuting for most people? Well, I mean, if it's not by car, I mean, the car is not really. But commuting on a bus or something. What happens when you commute? You sit down, hopefully, and then
Yeah.
you take out your phone and start like doing stuff, and you're like sitting hunched on your seat and like looking at Reddit and stuff.
Yeah.
It would be much nicer if you could do all of that with just like looking straight in front of you and like just reading Reddit and reading news while like, you know, whatever, using your eyes to scroll stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree. I agree.
just like ergonomically, it's like a much nicer experience. Of course, you would have to have good displays there, high refresh rate, so it's all, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I also don't
And
commute for a long time. Yeah, I mean, but
yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah.
you are
Yeah.
on a flight or on a train or something, you travel,
Which
and you
which
have like
are
this amount
all
of space.
under 2 hours also. Uh,
You are traveling to
uh,
another country or something, and you have like this amount of space between you and the seat, and you're like sitting like this hunched,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
you like
Yeah.
the phone is the last thing that you want.
I mean, a laptop is the last thing you want.
A laptop is even, yeah. So phone, since it performs so many functions of a laptop, is better, right? But if you can also offload all those functions to a like interface with like no friction,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
like the way that I am imagining it would work, then it's like even better. You know, it's
Oh,
creates more convenience.
but Gorilla, do you remember what you told about smart glasses about a year ago?
Uh,
I don't know, but
where were we in smart glasses?
you told that there will be no development in the next 10 years of glasses. Okay.
Oh yeah,
May,
I mean,
may,
a year has passed, so we are 9 years at this point. But I'm pretty much stand by it. I mean, what I meant probably was like that.
yeah,
Was that for me, like
to consider like
it's developed when it's at the point where I would want to buy one, you know? It's the same with foldables. Like there's not a single foldable phone on the market that I would buy. It doesn't mean that there is no market for foldables, but for me, all the foldables are kind of prototypes at this point. That's just how I look at them.
Yeah.
They're like weird vanity projects for rich people to buy and like boast, you know. But it's not like a functionally good investment that you'll enjoy using, and it's just like the premium experience that is comparable to the premium price that you're paying for it, you know.
I mean, yeah, and also the context. We need the context. What you were actually exactly saying. Also, there could be a nuance. What you were actually saying a year ago about smart glasses. But yeah, again,
Because yeah, smart glasses will be developed when they look like normal glasses, and when they
and
function.
that's gonna take some years and years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when
I
they
mean,
function in the way that is at least remotely similar to how I think they should function. Of course, it's also possible that they will take a completely different route, but as long as the user experience is good, like it's not like a
yeah.
gimmicky thing that you have to fight against in order to get shit done, like it is today. But when it's like just an organically like good feeling thing that you can put on your hat and like enjoy using, you know, in the same way that you can say like about your phones today, you know, because modern phones are very good.
Yeah.
So I can totally see the world where we will, maybe not all, because not everyone wears glasses, but I can totally see the world where many people will want to buy smart glasses.
If I had to guess, like, okay, if I had to, because if I had to predict the future or something, I guess maybe in 10 years, maybe Apple will replace the iPhone with some glasses, because at that point it's that good, and maybe that's what they are going for. But again, 10 years is like such a that would be a time frame I can imagine, like 10 years the glasses will be like glasses, and it will be completely replacing the iPhone or something. I don't know how.
I mean, they will, because they said they will. I don't remember what interview it was, but I specifically remember reading an interview.
Wait, what? They said that?
Yeah, they said that the wearables is the next thing that they will do.
Well,
like there will be a point where Apple will just not.
They will
iPhones.
do, yes, but but replacing, for example, the iPhone or something, they will do it, of course. But
I mean, I don't know. Smartphones already plateaued, basically.
Oh, Maurice, Apple is pretty stagnant. When was the last new product? In 2 weeks, apparently. Now, in 2 weeks, they will launch the VR thing. But yeah, new product. I don't know. Depends on what you mean by new product. But
I mean, they launched plenty of products.
Oh yeah, the last product was the
Air, which like broke the tech industry. Basically, which is
sorry, which one?
M1 MacBook Air.
Oh, well,
which like broke everyone and everything, and was like, priced to performance like best laptop of the year at the time. And the same thing they said about the M1 iPads.
Yeah, well,
which are now again. Apple is stagnant in the same way that like every other company is stagnant, because like the smartphones like peaked, right?
Yeah.
I believe there will be a new huge revolution in smartphones, in the way that we understand smartphones, which is like a piece of glass and that can wirelessly charge and do stuff. The only avenue for me to like think maybe there will be like some kind of revolution would be some kind of battery tech, right? Where there will be some new thing that will give you like, I don't know, a week of battery life or something. Well, maybe not a week, but multiple like 3-4 days of battery life with some new battery tech. But as far as like computing power, performance, I don't know, 5 to 10% is gonna be for the foreseeable future, definitely.
Yeah.
And then maybe quantum smartphones, or something. In like 50 years, we will get to the point where we'll have quantum computers in our pockets.
Yeah.
Which is possible, but this is not like a near, a near future prospect.
Yeah. Oh, in 15 years, we won't have any pockets on our pads, maybe. Who knows? We're gonna be only wrapped in tinfoil. Every morning, we're gonna wrap around in some tinfoil, and we're gonna go out. Yeah, but the new product category VR would be that. Yeah, absolutely agree. AI will be probably the next push in smartphones next. Yeah. I would agree. Yeah, the VR is gonna be definitely like it has been a long time coming for Apple for the VR, and the AR is gonna still take another year at least, maybe 2. Who knows? Yeah, but yeah.
You mean like the actual AR thing that they will release?
Yeah.
I think so. I think it will also depend on how people will receive this headset that they are
Yeah. They will take some feedback but they
because
are.
there are good VR headsets on the market, so it's not like
And do you remember when the first Apple Car rumors started?
Mm-hmm.
That project was, I don't know, 10 years or something? Or okay. First iCar project team something? I don't know. That has been like the Apple Car rumors first. Yeah, rumors picked up in 2015. Okay, so yeah, 7 years at least.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, AI will definitely be a thing. I don't see Apple not jumping on this as well. But I mean, it is a software feature, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it doesn't contradict, like VR. I mean, VR is a like hardware direction, I guess, for them.
Yeah.
So AR, I feel like I don't know. I don't. I'm struggling to imagine a world where Apple would have two lines of glasses. One
I
for VR,
mean,
one for AR. That just seems kind of.
no, but yeah, but they're for different stuff, right? One is for home use and one is for going out. I feel like, or maybe yeah, there's some overlap, of course. Yeah, some people they want to use it wherever they please,
Yeah.
and of course, like I can see both sides. Yeah, but they have to have the software in terms of also
Mhm.
because yeah, the VR one you can't just walk around with it, right? Because you will get hit by a car or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, you should have cameras on the outside so you can see what's happening. But yeah, it's kind of.
but then it's yeah,
Yeah.
then the
It's,
experience will be degraded because you will see you will not have the crispy OLED or whatever that they wanted to put in. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, integrating AI into like iOS or something is probably like a matter of couple years, I'm guessing.
Mm,
Until they get to the point where it's like good enough. Because Siri is kind of, I mean, it will probably still be Siri. It will be some kind of like whatever the fuck rebranded Siri,
Siri,
reinvigorated Siri. Yes.
because it's
Sriracha.
AI plus Siri or something. Yeah,
Mm.
Sriracha. Oh, Siri.
But like, yeah, in terms of AR glasses specifically,
Mm,
at this point it's 9 years, right? If I talked about it a year ago, then at this point it's 9 years.
mm.
I haven't seen anything that would suggest that it's gonna happen sooner because it's
Yeah,
just like
and especially the price. Jesus Christ, like the $3,000 rumored to be for the first headset. Like what? What? Who is buying that?
it's a doozy. Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, in my mind, I guess it depends. I mean, glasses themselves are usually expensive anyway.
Mm,
But like, if we are at the point in the timeline where it is like that, like a good product
mm-hmm.
that isn't compromised and you can just buy and use it and enjoy it. I guess like $1,000 would be like a reasonable price because like a nice pair of glasses already costs like 500 by itself,
Yeah,
with like
yeah.
lenses and everything. So
Oh,
if you
oh,
add like cool tag on top of it, I guess.
yeah. And if you add the Hermes edition of the
Of
yeah,
course,
and
of
the
course, yeah, yeah, of course.
the the five, I don't know, 6,000 euro Hermes glasses that with full grain leather and with real cow. Anyway, cat glasses like it cat phones. That's extra strong. Yeah, yeah, like super thick, like the construction cat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. iPad and iPad Pro are pretty different products, so VR and AR glasses are possible. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's
True, yeah.
we both agree on that.
That
But
is true.
But yeah.
I mean, it's hard to imagine it because we don't have a product in either category.
Yeah. But
I guess we may see like one of them
mm-hmm.
soon.
In 2
We'll
weeks.
see how that. Yeah, we'll see how that is like.
I don't know.
We should totally stream because I feel like there will be a lot.
Yes, this is
in terms of this reveal specifically.
But I completely agree in the sense of like, when was the last new category for Apple in terms of like, yes, they have done the M1 Mac, but it's a laptop in terms of like, they have done laptops, but the last category was like the Apple Watch, right? Or like a completely, yeah, I think so, yeah. And that has been 7 years, 2015, right? Apple Watch 1 year, 2015. Yes. Oh, yeah, 8 years. Yeah. But so, and the iPad was 2011. Yeah, 2011 was the first iPad, I think. So 4 years was before that. Yeah, all right. Anyway.
I mean, come on. I mean, I feel like this is a very unreasonable expectation for a tech company to like create a disruptive product category.
I
just a product like every 5 years. I mean,
yeah. I agree.
Who else does it, you know?
Yeah.
Come on.
I was just answering.
I mean, okay. Okay, the iPhone is definitely one. Although, I mean, I guess at this point we are in the revisionist history territory where people are like, oh, you know, it wasn't all that special. But like, I mean, let's be honest. Like the iPhone.
Oh, what? Dude, it was that special. It was like it said, yeah, it changed everything. Come on, what? Even if you don't like the iPhone, come on, it changed.
We have Watch. AirPods, I would also put in that category because
yes,
there were headphones before and after.
Yeah.
I mean, now we have plenty of options, and of course, you know, some of them are better than AirPods, of course. You know, but like that one product, you know, it's like what I can like put because before that it was all the like conjoined like umbilical cord headphones, you know, that like go behind your.
The owner / manager wants to say hi also.
So you have the AirPods, and no, yeah. I mean, I guess at this point it's
yeah.
But whichever was later, the Apple Watch or the AirPods, I can't remember this. But I guess it's fair to say that it was the last disruptive product that they launched. But like, come on, you can't make
yeah. I agree. Oh, the AirPods came out 1 year after the watch.
Okay, there you go. I would say that it's probably the recent one.
Yeah. I agree. Again, I was just mostly answering Maurice's question. But yeah.
At this point, AirPods is not the ubiquitous product that everyone should use or buy.
Mm-hmm.
There are different brands, and you know, many of them are maybe better. You know, I still find like AirPods, in terms of like the classical AirPods, you know, the ones that didn't have the silicone tips.
Yeah.
Probably the most comfortable headphones that I've ever used. I mean the.
Yeah. I
small factor.
And I know people that are saying exactly the same thing. They don't want the emin up into the ear. And but by the way, I have seen in YouTube that infrared thermal imaging cameras have become popular, or at least have done many promotions on those. Yes, I have been also, by the way, searching on AliExpress. They have been becoming very cheap, which I'm like, ooh, should I buy a thermal cheap camera on AliExpress? Because they're now on AliExpress apparently. And I was like, what? I would love to have some, actually. But yeah, it would be nice if the VR could use the camera to give an AR-like experience. Well, yeah, I guess we will. Yeah, but I mean, they have to. They want to. You have to look at it from an Apple side. If they can extract the maximum amount of money out of you, they will, right? Why would you buy only one 3,000 euro headset if you can buy two of them?
By that logic, you wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, I don't see it working, but I'm like 90% sure it will have cameras that will allow you to like see the surrounding terrain if you
Ooh.
like switch to like the same way as PSVR has. You can like turn in the I don't remember what it's called, some kind of mode, and in grayscale you see like what's happening around you, like the actual like.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why
Okay.
I'm like 90%
I
confident.
forgot that that this exists on the PlayStation VR too. Yeah. Okay.
It's like a good feature, you know, in case you like need
That's a
to
good
really
feature,
train yourself.
but 90% is kind of rich, I would say.
Yes, maybe. I mean, it also depends on how easy it will be to like put it on and take it off. Because I think
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time even like
Mm-hmm.
conceptualizing what it will look like. You know, is it gonna be a helmet or is it gonna be an actual pair of glasses? That is like, is it gonna be a helmet or is it gonna be more of a one of those like swimming glasses? You know,
Yeah.
not like a mask, but like just a glasses. You know, that you like tightly.
Yeah.
Wrap around your eyes and
Yeah,
your head.
snowboarding goggles.
No, like the small ones, the tiny ones used for swimming. Like
Those.
swimmers
Oh,
use
okay.
them, so
Okay,
you
yeah.
wouldn't just get water in your eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess we'll see in a week.
I
And a
was
half.
using the LG 990 when the iPhone came out. I need to see what this phone is. LG.
iPhone disrupted the market, but it was kind of an unwieldy and a bit awkward device, you know. It didn't have many features and it didn't have 3G, you know. But it was still, it was that big of a deal. You know, everybody understood that it was that big of a deal. So, I mean, who knows?
Nice. Is that it? Is this the one? LG KU 990? Or is it? This looks like a camera phone. Very nice. What year? 2007. Yeah. Yeah. Haha. Okay. Curious. Are you from the US, Maurice, or would you like to share your location with us? Because I don't think the iPhone was so much better. Yeah, of course. But yeah. After that, everyone was doing the big screen. But yeah. Oh, I'm on Australia. Good day, mate. Let's put a shrimp on the barbie. Yeah, this is my Jim Carrey from the. Anyway. All right.
That is very true.
Sorry.
In 2007, he may have had BlackBerry instead. Yeah, that is very true.
He would have. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I made this. Yeah. All right. Anyhow, we have actually some stories left. Shall we do the last stories? Nailed it. Let's put another shrimp on the barbie. I don't know. I can't do it. I only dated an Australian once. Anyway. Electricity prices in Finland, by the way. This was in r/technology, by the way. So this is not me being. Let's go back to Europe. This was actually big news in r/technology. Electricity prices in Finland flipped negative. A huge oversupply of clean.
Has some of it? Can they just like export it to Estonia?
They were. That's why we had like. For the past week, I want to say we had like there was even a joke in the I follow kind of a renewable energy type of stuff Facebook group where they are constantly talking about two small wires. Where they're talking about like they were joking that you can predict the weather about when looking at the electricity prices pretty soon, because each day there was like a super low price of electricity. There was like a really good weather, basically. So it was a little bit windy, so the wind turbines could generate electricity, and it was very sunny also, so that the solar panels could generate electricity, and that led to like insanely low electricity prices for Estonia also, because Estonia is buying also electricity from Finland. So because we don't have our own nuclear power plants or whatever yet. Today at 60 we had a negative, and today we had like a negative price thing also. Electrical, I checked. Here it is. 0.00. And the upcoming, is this today? Tomorrow, right? Yeah. Tomorrow, it will be also minus 19 cents.
Oh, let's go.
Well, not minus 0.19. So yeah. Anyway, So basically, but you will still pay the võrgutasu, the you will pay for the cable that is coming to your house, because that's what this charge also. The electricity from the cable is free, but you still have to charge for they use the cable that the electricity flows through. Anyway, so it comes from solar plant in Estonia. We have, we also, this was okay. Did I oh no, I didn't. Okay, there's another NF. This is not technically Miss Sofit something. Where is the blog? Because NF Eesti Energia is basically investing into some they're investing, of course, a lot of like stuff to anywhere, but what was the what? It isn't here. Where is it? Because no. Eesti Energia, not Enefit. I think Eesti Energia, yeah. Blogi something. Technical difficulties. Where is it? Anyway, I can't find it. I guess taastuvenergia maybe? No. Oh my god. Anyway, so the basically the news that I wanted to share is basically that they are investing like a massive amounts of money. I can't remember the sum for a Swedish company to produce. What was the news? Damn it! A Swedish company to produce electricity for Estonia, and which will basically make infinite amounts of electricity once it's online for the whole country, and it's and everyone is fearing it basically, because since all the solar panel installations in this country are like, okay, I guess our investment is going down the toilet, because after this factory is online, there is absolutely no point of selling back electricity to the Eesti Energia. And so whoever was like, oh, I'm going to make a solar panel thing on my roof and sell back the electricity that I'm producing, then it's like, after that, it's like, yep, nope. We don't want your electricity anyway, because we are producing our own, and we have so much of it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, but Finland has the same thing basically, like that Estonia has, minus electricity with minus. They are looking to build an undersea power cable from Estonia to Germany. Really? Can you link me the article? That doesn't sound the same project, but that sounds still interesting to me. Anyhow, yeah, so that's the news. And also, Spain, the 9 hours in which Spain made the 100% renewable dream a reality. Because, yeah, Europe had like the perfect combination of like sunshine and wind. So Spain had from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. the generation of green electricity, so wind and solar, was more than enough to cover 100% of Spanish peninsular demand. And that's awesome! That's so awesome. Yes, it was only 1 day technically, but it was possible at all, which is a huge deal. And yeah, and of course they will do the same thing once more. Oh no, not this one. Wait, where is the Elering? Eesti Saksamaa vahel elektrimerekaabel. Yeah. Okay. Is there any kind of like when? I don't see any kind of yeah, they're just looking into it, but not any kind of timeline or something. But it's cool. Yeah. But that's not the thing I was looking for. The other project was some kind of a Swedish. Anyhow, yeah, so good for Spain and good for all of us, because for the past 2 weeks, there have been some cheap ass electricity prices, which is kind of... Oh, my time is up. Yeah, Lotus Film. Thank you for the contributions, and stay awesome, I guess. But I'm sure you will. Anyway. And accept the cheese, Lotus Film. No, you don't have to. I was offering him smoked cheese, but he didn't. He refused.
You're stalking him with cheese?
Silently. Yeah, anyway. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to give up his location, because as soon as he sends me the details of which parcel machine he's using, then it's over. So, but also, okay, yeah, this is not that interesting. Okay, I will skip this. But this is just a quick PSA that everything you see on the internet can be fake, because the fake Pentagon explosion photo was fake. But nevertheless, a lot of stock markets fell because of this photo. So chaos, and the markets were affected with the SP 500 falling by 30 points minutes after the news. And yeah. So yeah, this is the world we live in right now. Just somebody posts a fake photo, people are losing money. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah. All right, but it is time for a very important man break. So you can say have a nice day, no problem, but saying enjoy the next 24 hours sounds vaguely threatening. I don't know. This
sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Also this one.
Doing this.
Yeah, Donald and Daisy. I found showing a picture to Donald, like Daisy is like, ah, what? Oh, I will see you in hell. And this is the picture that he showed. Nice. Anyway, Yeah. Also, this one: a kind stranger will piss in your ass today.
Huh.
I mean, that would be kind of nice to find in a fortune cookie. I don't know.
Is it AI generated fortune cookie?
Yeah, I don't know. That can't be like, I don't know. That can be also fake. Somebody just made this, and yeah.
You can't trust anything on the
Yeah,
internet.
yeah, exactly. Just your weekly reminder. Don't trust anyone, including us. Maybe, I don't know. We could be AI.
We could be just the VTubers.
Yeah. The VTubers. All right. What's up in music this week?
Tina Turner died this week.
Oh yes, this was a huge news. Yeah, Tina Turner. Yeah, go listen to some Tina Turner, I guess. Oh yeah. Okay, Boy and Bear releasing some music, but the other ones I know. Church, Metal Church, an American heavy metal band. Nice. But yeah, I was actually wanted to recommend some orchestral maneuvers in the dark. That's a band, by the way. That is like, yes,
That
it's
sounds like.
and you know the songs, by the way. And I'm Pandora's Box. This is one of the songs that every radio has been playing from the 90s, maybe from the 80s. I think 80s. And yeah, okay, some Pandora's Box. Yes, everybody knows this song. Yeah, if you want to have a listen. Oh, you don't have a Spotify account, right?
I do not have a Spotify.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You're doing Apple Music. Sorry. Yeah, just forward some Pandoras. If you're
YouTube Premium, hello. Now I'm doing YouTube music.
Oh, yeah, right. You have been doing all of them. Yeah, already.
No,
Okay.
I'm not subscribed to Apple Music anymore, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know, but yeah. But you have been no. But did you do Spotify at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's why. Yeah. That's why. Anyway, but yeah, Tina Turner. You should absolutely give Tina a listen this week because yeah, rest in peace. All right. So, TV shows, Stargate. That's going on. Well, kind of, sort of, but I didn't have time this week. Not. But for you, White Lotus, going on. Did you watch any? Or no?
Yes, White Lotus is happening.
Okay.
We have like 3 episodes left in the season.
Nice.
It's just very good.
Yeah. We can do like a after when the season is finished and like a conclusion.
Yeah, it just continues to be very good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, I'm anxiously awaiting the final episode when I imagine the killing will happen. So I hope that the ending for the season 2 is better.
Nice.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And Coolidge is acting like the shit out of her role. She's like by far the best part of this show.
Nice.
She's like a comedic relief character mixed with like complete like psychological unraveling and dementia.
Nice.
Which is like just very entertaining to watch. And also kind of sad, but also kind of creepy.
Okay.
So she's doing a lot. She's doing it. She's acting. This is what the children call acting.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Acting. And Young Sheldon, maybe? Or not?
I have not watched it. I haven't even watched the Big Theory.
Oh, yeah. No, did you?
No, I know.
Didn't you mention Young Sheldon that you?
Me?
Yeah. No.
I think Lotus film mentioned Young Sheldon.
Ah, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, I was trying to establish if Jim Parsons is in the show, which he is.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. We talked about it last year. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anything else that you watched this week?
The show? No,
Not really.
no. I think so. I don't think so. Yeah.
All right, then it's time for the video game super sale because Fallout New Vegas is for free right now.
Oh yeah, I got that. Yeah.
You got that
Mhm.
on a PC?
No, yeah, on Epic Game Store. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
That's what I
Epic
said.
Game Store. Yeah,
It's a very
nice,
good game.
nice, and
Plus,
also shout out to Cyberpunk because this is also the lowest price that I have ever seen. Cyberpunk, pretty much 22 euros is on Epic Game Store, but I'm still holding out for any kind of news about the DLC. Maybe in dropping in June, and maybe there's some get the game and the DLC for a good price. And if not, then in 19 days I will buy this.
It's gonna run for a while. I'm also tempted, but the budget is pretty much spent for the month.
Ooh, can we? Am I allowed to ask what's the budget for a month on games?
Just the budget.
Okay.
All right. I have a budget every month for purchases and stuff, and we're also preparing for vacation, so no money for Cyberpunk, sadly.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, there's some good stuff right now on sale right now. GG.deals. Anyway, what have you been playing this week? Zelda?
I have indeed been playing some Tears of the Kingdom, actually.
Yeah.
That I have to play it because like it's in the zeitgeist of the universe right now, so I feel like I have to participate in the in the conversation about it.
Question. Did you by any chance remember to check how much?
I did check, and at the time I went to Apollo, right?
Yes.
And it showed me that the game is sold out. And I'm gonna check it right now. Maybe they have
it doesn't
checked.
Doesn't show me it's sold out. It says 1 to 3 days. But maybe you checked on the website?
Yeah, I checked. Yeah, when I checked it, it was like delivery in a week, and I don't have it.
Okay.
Still shows me just the minus 5%, which is weird because
minus 5% from this price or from the 69.99.
Yeah, from the 69.99.
Oh, okay. So 66.49.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not sure how it works because I definitely should have employee discount.
But does it automatically?
I don't know. I've never ordered anything from Apollo.
Yeah. Okay.
If I went there, I would see it. But let's see.
Are you logged in?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's available in, of course, in Quartal it's not available.
Yeah.
And there's Apollo in Kobamaya. I guess I could check it just for the sake of interest. Yes, but I think I should have like 30% discount or something. Or maybe not 30, maybe like 20.
30%? That would be insane. Yeah. Okay,
Tomorrow I'll check, yeah.
Yeah. All right, but Tears of the Kingdom. Still good? Still going? Strong? No disappointments? No surprises?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
More play Breath of the Wild is having me kind of reevaluate my relationship with that game and the sequel.
Okay.
Because I mean he's doing the thing that I always do, and he normally doesn't, where he like he like critically engages with like the thing that he's playing. I guess it just speaks to the fact that he's like he played pretty much all the mainline Zelda games before.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like going for it. Like he's been having some criticisms that I haven't even thought about, but like that completely makes sense.
Okay.
Oh, the cooking system, or again the cooking slash crafting system, I guess, because you also make potions. But he was like, well, first of all, he was like, "Oh, I hate it because it's like counterintuitive and like why can't I just have a list of recipes that exist that I can pick from and cook?" Which is fair.
This
But
is Tears of the Kingdom, right?
well, I mean, it's both.
Oh,
The cooking
okay.
system works identically.
Okay.
And then he was like, when you make a meal or an elixir, it shows an icon of what effect it gives you, right?
Yes.
Protection from like heat or cold and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's like, well, why can't the ingredients have an icon also next to their name? Why do I have to every time read the description of the item to understand what effect it gives you?
Yes, honestly, yeah, that was also one of my biggest, like, how do I, without looking it up, how can I possibly combine the right thing to make the right thing? Like, without trying every single thing, basically.
Well, I mean, the
Yeah.
system is designed in a way that like you can't make the wrong thing, right?
Yeah, but
And
there's still an option to make the shit food. The what?
yeah, I suppose yes,
Yeah.
there's. But the system is designed in a way
And you spent like, I don't know, 2 hours to gather all the rare ingredients from something.
yeah, I'm totally with you, but I also understand that like it was designed in a way that would encourage you to experiment, which is fair enough. But I
Yes,
feel
which is
like
fair
there is a
enough.
way to design it in a way that also doesn't like fill you with existential dread and anxiety while doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like so much of these two games is like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
they want you to experiment with the systems that they created, which is of course they want because they spent the time and money and resources to do that.
And also one other thing, if since we are talking about it, even if you create like a heat resistant elixir or whatever, you're not even sure if this is the most effective elixir also, because it doesn't, it's just shows you this lasts for 5 minutes, this lasts for 15 minutes, this lasts for half an hour. But the half an hour, I think that was the max one. But if I like, okay, but I really need elixir for a whole hour or something, but this wouldn't exist.
You
So
make multiple, yeah.
yeah, then you make multiple, but then maybe I can make a like an hour one, and then I grind the next 2 hours to make this super elixir, which doesn't even exist in the game, and then I wasted a bunch of my times. And then I stack like half an hour ones, many of them, and yeah. Anyway, yeah, just like a, I don't know, a percentage would be nice. Like this is 100% the most effective elixir or whatever or something. I don't know.
Things could be like thought of. Yeah, I totally agree. And like I feel like seeing Maurice play the game. I mean, at this point he got to the point where he got more into the game, so he's like feeling it more.
Mm-hmm.
And fair enough because I feel like that game has a lot of good things going for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like also like talking to him about it kind of made me even more critical of this. Not serious, but like these specifically two games that it was before, because I was like, I have
Oh
criticisms
no.
about it.
Is this the point where you're dropping again the Zelda
No,
Tears of the No?
no, because I have criticisms about these games that I think are valid. It's just that like the thing is that like, okay, we'll get to that in a minute. And I understand, I see these like problems that the game has
Mm-hmm.
when I play it. But something about it, I don't know what it is. It's really hard to put in words what it is. Something about these games compels you to keep playing. I
Yeah.
guess just the way that they like nail the idea of open world game and like
Yeah.
nail the sense of adventure.
Exploration, yeah.
Though most of the time there is no point in doing that because the best thing you can find is a fucking sapphire. or something, you know?
Yeah.
Or something like arbitrary item that isn't really even that cool. But the process of doing that is fun.
Yeah.
Which is more than you can say about like 95% of open world games, which is what makes you keep playing them. And I keep playing them. And I just finished the first sort of think Divine Beasts, I guess.
Yeah.
Although it's the same in Tears of the Kingdom. So today I finished the first dungeon the same.
Okay.
And again, I have criticism about the dungeon as well, and I don't think it's very good. And the boss fight that is at the end of the dungeon is not good at all.
Okay.
And that I think that when I was playing it, because I also had a bit of experience with like other Zelda games, and like I played I'm still playing Twilight Princess, and I was like, it's a very Nintendo / like Zelda-esque boss design.
Okay.
The problem is that it's not very good.
Mm.
And I think I found the crux of the issue with these games is that because they're so universally acclaimed critically, all of them, even the worst ones, are kind of like high 80s, like low 90s scores on like aggregators and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there is no like back and forth, feedback system between people who like review these games and the developers. So in their mind, everything they do is phenomenal, right, and amazing, and people love it. And so because they don't know about the things that people don't like or think are good, because probably they don't go around Reddit and like read some like sweaty nerd threads about like how the cooking system is bad or like the durability system is bad.
Yeah.
They look at like mainstream like sort of discourse around the games, and they see like this universal acceptance, and like somewhere in the back like some intern brought up at the meeting like, oh, actually, some people had like minor complaints about the durability system, so maybe we should think about that. And then they make this whole new thing which they brought into the sequel, which doesn't fix the problem at all, and it just changes it, but like it doesn't make it worse or better. It's just sort of whatever. It's fine. And so because you don't have any like criticism that are like actually like legitimately accepted by the developers, they're like, fuck it, we're just it doesn't mean that they make a bad game. But there is a version in which this game especially because it's a sequel, this game should have been like phenomenal. And like the more I play it, the more I feel like it's just not. It's very good. It's very good in the same way that Breath of the Wild was very good. But it still has the same sense of adventure. It has a dungeon that is fine. I mean, I guess I'll have to play the other whatever. However.
Yeah.
But the first one was fine.
But is it okay? You said the dungeon was. I mean, is it more or less the same as Breath of the Wild, or is it like still different?
Okay, I can describe it. I think without spoiling.
Without spoiling, yeah, that's what
You played when you played Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
The elephant was your first divine beast, right?
I can't remember anymore. But maybe
the ice, the ice was the gimmick. You were like breaking the ice cubes, and then it was like you had to like manipulate the trunk of the elephant to solve some puzzles in the.
I remember the elephant, but I don't remember the.
But you remember? Okay, well, it doesn't have to be the first one, but you remember like the experience of that. Boss fight.
Yeah.
So you also remember that before you get to go to the elephant, you also have to make way to the Zora city.
Yes.
And that area was kind of annoying because it was raining and you had like lizards with electrical arrows.
Yeah.
Yes, to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first dungeon in this game is kind of similar.
Okay.
Like the actual dungeon is sort of the same idea as the all of the divine beasts, because it was like activate terminals, right? And then the boss spawns. dungeons.
Yeah.
Same idea, basically.
Okay.
It's a bit less gimmicky this time.
Okay.
From my experience, it's just more like, okay, here's the dungeon. It has like multiple floors,
Yeah.
and you have like MacGuffins that you have to activate.
Yep.
And spawn the boss. But the getting to the dungeon is also kind of part of the experience, I feel like.
Okay, that's nice.
It is nice. And it is less annoying than the lizard-infested rainy mountains that we had. It wasn't exactly the way to the boss, it was the way to the city. But it, like, you know, you cut out the city, you take the, you know, getting to the city, and you attach it to the dungeon. And this is basically the experience of the first dungeon in this game. And it's better, because it also has a bit of like light puzzling and stuff, you know, what you would expect, kind of.
Okay.
And it's sort of cool. I would go as far as to say that it may be cool. But the problem is that it's such a long segment. I was like physically tired by it at some point. At some point, it's because I heard that there are dungeons in the game, right?
Okay.
Or something that is approximately similar to dungeons.
Yeah.
So at some point, about halfway through, I was like, okay, well, is this actually the dungeon? Is this actually what it's like?
Yeah.
Do I get to like the... Well, narratively, there was like a build-up. It was like, you know, something that you had to get to. So, do I just get there, and at the end of it, there will be a boss fight, and that's it? And I kept going, and kept going, and kept going, and it probably took me like an hour to get to the boss, to get to the dungeon.
Yeah.
And then you get to the dungeon, and you realize that there's also the dungeon there.
Okay.
Okay. So it was, I mean, on balance, it was better, I would say then. And the boss was much more imaginative than the boss that you get in Breath of the Wild, which was just, you know, nondescript Ganon manifestation.
Okay. All right.
So that is better. It doesn't mean that the boss fight is good, though. I would actually say that the boss fight was very bad.
Okay.
Because I'm not even going to describe what it is, because you should experience it first.
Yeah.
I would say that it's bad.
No spoilers.
You know, and it is bad in a quintessentially Zelda way, because this is what Zelda bosses are like. And I feel like, again, because the Zelda games get so universally acclaimed by everyone, they never like even maybe consider that perhaps their like boss designs is antiquated and kind of weird and janky, or that the combat system is kind of weird and janky, and you know, we kind of moved past that, and we have much more involved and interesting combat systems, because again, not a spoiler, the combat system is identical to Breath of the Wild, just like 1-to-1.
Yeah, okay.
I would even argue that it's even less involved, because in Breath of the Wild you had bombs, for example, right? Which you could integrate in your combat sometimes.
Yeah, the ability, right?
Yeah, which you don't have this time around.
Which, that's kind of... Yeah, I like the bombs. Okay, all right.
Bombs are... I mean, you have the bombs. They are just presented in a different way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you still have ability to blow shit up.
Okay.
And then there is the building, like the sandboxy Lego assembly thing that is like probably the highlight of this game, and people are going crazy with it, which is fun.
Yeah.
However, the thing is that it is fun, and also, in order for you to play the game and progress and enjoy it, you don't really need to go that deep into it, which I think is fair, because I mean, if you made it so that you would have to like master the building system to beat the game, I guess it would be hard for some people, because you can build some crazy shit in the game, from like, I don't know, tanks and helicopters and stuff.
Yeah, that's
wild. But then you have to ask yourself, what's the point then? I mean, the only point of doing that is just for your own entertainment.
Yeah.
Fair. I mean, it's sandboxy, like, adventure game, so you can engage with it as much as, or as little as you like, which is actually I prefer over what they do with, like, cooking and durability system.
Okay,
because they impose it on you and force you to interact with it instead of creating an interesting system like they did with building and encouraging you to interact with it, even if there is no real like point in it. I mean, practical necessity of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just do it because it's fun and interesting. But like the durability system, the fusion system, I still don't like it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just different. And I mean, instead of breaking in 5 hits, your weapons break in 10 hits.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, I have absolutely definitely seen so many people on the internet like they still haven't fixed the one thing, the durability system. But to be honest, I didn't mind it. Yes, it was annoying, but I wasn't like, oh my god, this breaks the game for me or something. I don't know. Yeah.
In retrospect, I also actually can say that it wasn't awful. Just the early like hour or so were kind of
Yeah,
awkward.
yeah, yeah. When you realize, oh my god, I have to get like, now I need to get another weapon for and
And you only
this
had like
takes.
branches and stuff. So it was
Yeah, yeah. But the later, yeah, exactly. The later stage, you have so many weapons anyway. It's fine. Yeah, sometimes it got annoying, but it's not like game breaking annoying. I feel like I don't know.
Like
That's
the later you played, you had like a nice assortment of weapons in your inventory.
yes,
You had
exactly.
the boomerang that was good, like a nice spear,
Mm-hmm.
a nice hammer or something. Different weapons for different situations.
Yep.
Which was good. And I mean, again, they didn't break in 5 seconds, which was also good.
Mm-hmm.
But like this game, it's like because you, again, like makeshift, like glue things together basically to make weapons.
Oh yeah, I want to see that. I haven't seen. Yeah.
I guess the idea was to encourage experimentation.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
what I found happens is that you combine a random stick, basically,
Mm-hmm.
which is what you would have a weapon in the first game.
Yeah.
You combine a random stick with a good modification to it.
Yeah.
And the modification is the thing that makes your weapon good, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
But with this system, there are good combinations and bad combinations, basically.
Yeah.
And if you understand what the good combinations are, then there is no point in doing anything else.
Yeah.
So like right now, I am like in my inventory, I have like couple one-handed like weapons, a couple spears, and a couple two-handed weapons.
Don't spoil the perfect combination that you have right now. But then
it's not perfect, but I found the one that is good, that allows me to like progress in a comfortable pace without spending like 10 minutes to defeat one goblin.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one that I'm using.
Yeah.
And when I get to the point where I fight more stronger enemies, I'll probably find a better combination.
Yeah.
But like I don't feel incentivized to try some weird stuff because you can attach like a sword to a sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do anything? It just creates a double sword. But it's fun. But it's pointless. But it's fun. So if they found
pointless but fun. Darth Maul just entered the chat.
If they found a way to make it fun and sort of semi-usable, it would be ideal.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like in this iteration of the system, it sort of feels... It weirdly feels more generic in a sense.
Okay.
Because like in any other open world game, the way you play it is that you find a good loadout, basically. And this is what you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what you do, and you maybe upgrade the weapon types to your liking, but I mean, I don't feel like many people just like switch things around and like experiment.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
But it has some good stuff. Like the story, I feel like is more interesting, and there is more content for sure. And I mean, again, if we say that Breath of the Wild was very good, which it was, a lot more content of it is a good thing fundamentally.
Yeah, of course.
But I still, it's just unfortunate that like the game that is so good, that has such like clear distinct issues
Mm-hmm.
that nobody seems to like really consider, because what's the point? We got like whatever 97 on Metacritic and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
so it's kind of suffering from a Pokemon syndrome, where the
Yeah.
basic gameplay loop is so compelling, then it doesn't really matter what problems the game has around it, because people will play the game and will have fun with it, which I'm also doing with the game. Well, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, of course, this game is of much higher quality. Like you can't even compare, I guess, the quality of this and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. But they are suffering from the same like
I.
Nintendo criticism syndrome, where people are just like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
use Zelda game.
Yeah.
10 out of 10,
Uh,
amazing.
how much Tears of the Kingdom sales? Is there any
I think it
sales?
sold, yeah, I think it sold 10 million copies in 3 days.
10 million copies in first 3 days. Yeah. As of March 2023. Wait. Oh. Breath of the Wild, but okay. Yeah.
And to be fair, I'm not hating on this game
Mm-hmm.
because I'm really liking it, and I really like Breath of the Wild as well. It's just I feel like Nintendo could use some more like criticism just to make their games better, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there is a universe where this game is like the best game of all time because they went to the drawing board and identified the issues and fixed them, but they didn't really. So in my book, it's nowhere near, it's nowhere near the best game I've ever played.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah.
But it's very good and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It is better than like 95% of open world games.
I have to try it at least at some point. Oh my god! I need to find the time.
I'm gonna put a reminder to check Apollo tomorrow and see if I can see.
Oh
the
yeah,
actual for me.
that would be nice. All right. Yeah. Let's. I don't know.
Let's wrap up, I guess.
The wrap up. Yeah. The only thing that I wanted to mention real quick is like by the way, Pärnu just signed finally the contract for a new bridge. In case you, yeah, I don't know. This has been coming for decades, not years, decades. Because yeah, I don't know. As from the dawn of time, there have been they wanted to make a third bridge, and now they have actually signed a contract for 26 million euros. It's not gonna be like a fancy bridge. It's gonna be a cheap bridge, most likely. So, well, apart from
26 million euros.
yeah.
I don't know if it's a lot or not for a bridge, but seems like a lot.
I think that this is on the cheaper side actually.
Okay.
Because as far as I can tell, because all the previous ones were like
fair enough.
Were way more expensive. Anyway, yeah. And that's about it. If you want to catch us live, I only post on Instagram that we're live, and just give me a follow there or something, whatever, if you want to catch us live. And I guess that's about it from us. A bit of a longer stream today because there was a story in front of it.
On the PlayStation showcase from yesterday, and it's fine. We can bring it up next time.
Wait, what? PlayStation showcase?
Hour-long showcase for PlayStation games yesterday.
Oh. Any particular ones that stand out to you?
Let me see.
Or did you?
I mean, Spider-Man 2 was a good one.
Oh yeah. PS5.
No. Where's this aggregate article when you need it?
Oh, Spider-Man. PlayStation 5, like like, what was it? Showcase? Games?
PlayStation Showcase, yeah.
Games.
I mean, it had a lot of interesting games. If I
Metal.
had to,
Yeah, these ones.
I had
Assassin's.
to choose one that I found interesting. I mean, it was kind of good and bad at the same time because they didn't show much of the internal studios stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to choose the game that really stood out to me and this looks interesting is the Plucky Squire.
Okay. Is it here?
And they also showed a bunch of VR games, which...
How do you... Oh, here it is. New look at the adorable indie, the Plucky Square.
Yeah.
What, just the art style, or?
The art style and the gameplay looks interesting.
Okay.
So it's part like a classic Zelda-esque game.
Yeah.
But then like a coloring book game.
Yeah.
But then you get to jump out of the book and play it as a like third-person action game.
Okay.
Which looks very interesting. I like this. I think we need to see more of that, where like different art styles and different gameplay mechanics. I mean, they aren't like that different, but they are also at the same time kind of different. So that look interesting. And Spider-Man 2 looked very good.
Mm-hmm.
Although I need to see more because it looks very similar to the previous Spider-Man, which I was hoping would be more different and new. I mean, it's Tears of the Kingdom all over again. It's just a sequel. But the thing is that like they said that like the game was gonna be different because they no longer are developing it for PlayStation 4. So they were like, oh, we're gonna go do some crazy shit. But so far I haven't seen anything super crazy.
All right.
But it was good. It was fine.
Yeah.
The presentation was fine.
All right. Anything else this week that you wanted to mention? Maybe.
Not really.
Okay.
Diablo 4 is coming out soon.
Yeah.
Definitely interested in reviews for this game.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. It's time to say goodbye because I need to. Luna is going to sleep also, and
next week.
Put her to bed. And next week, I don't know. Friday? Question mark? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Friday evening should be good. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think around 5 or 6 I should be available.
Yes. That should be good. All right. Then I guess we're gonna see you there next Friday at 6. And thank you for hanging out. And we love you very much. And see you next week. Bye, everybody. And thank you, Lotus Film and Maurice from Australia. The Australian. Who? What time is it in Australia right now? Well, Australia is like a big, pretty big continent.
I think it's like late night.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. I typed in time in Australia and it gave me like it's 3 o'clock in the night, in the middle of the night. So yeah.
Sounds correct, yeah.
It's pretty late, I guess, then. Or who knows where exactly he was in Australia, but yeah. Anyway. All right. Bye, everybody. See you next week.
See you next week, yeah, exactly.
Peace.